Hello and welcome to the Inglorious Bards. I am your surreptitious Game Master, Tom, and this is Adventure 21 of Season 6. Holy moly. Thank you so much for joining us. Super glad to have you here. We are continuing our endless depths through hell. I'm very curious to see how this goes, as I think the players are as well. We are coming to you live, twitch.tv/IngloriousBards every Tuesday, 6:30. Come join the live show, chat with us, say hi. We love hearing from you. We also love hearing from you on the Discord channel. We have fans there chatting about what their thoughts are and their favorite moments from the show. We absolutely love that stuff and feed off of it. You can check out the Discord link at IngloriousBards.com. Let's get a quick introduction of our different characters. I'm just going to run through them really fast. We have Dash. Dash is our kineticist. He's a Yosoki, a rat folk. Next to him is our gnome bard, Jericho. Then we have Yannick, our human champion. We have Hemlock. He is a fetchling, a gunslinger. We have our thaumaturge, the pronunciation always gets at me. That is Galen, a human Galen. And then we have our newest adventurer, our elven ranger, Thawne. I do have a question for each of you, and we already know Yannick's take on this, so we'll start with Hemlock. What's your major problem with Jericho? No, just kidding.
Too soon.
Jericho wants to go first. We will not have questions for tonight. I think we will get into things because everyone wants to get in to see what's going to happen. Before we do, I do want to mention two things. We had some questions about how critical hits work. This will probably not be the last time. We will continually forget this rule. With Pathfinder 2E, when you critically hit, all your damage is doubled on whatever you roll, including any bonus modifiers. So if it's 2d6 plus 4, you just multiply whatever you rolled and that plus 4. Just multiply it by 2, including precision damage. All of that works. And then if you have the deadly trait, which our bow does on the ranger, I believe, you then add an additional, you've got one with one of yours, you add an additional die, whatever that is, a D8 or a D10 or something like that. That does not get doubled. That is after the fact. And then if you're insane shooting guns with our gunslinger, that gets to upgrade the quality of the dice before they are doubled, which is awesome. And then it slams a bonus die at the end as well, which is crazy. So it's double everything. So we'll keep going with criticals. We also had some magic items handed out. We had a whole bunch encountered. Jeremy, did you track, or Chris, did you guys track? What are some of the major things that were handed out there?
Yeah, so the Ring of the Ram was an item that we picked up inside the vaults, and that went to Jericho, correct?
Yep.
We also have the aim-aiding rune, which prevents cover for ally shot. That was put on Thawne's bow.
Nope. No. The aim-aiding rune is for the person, and that went to Yannick, he doesn't provide cover to enemies that he may be impeding the view of.
There is a Ring of Fire resistance, which, since he likes to take them all, also goes to Yannick.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
That is, by the way, for those keeping track at home, that is Yannick's 413th magic item of this campaign.
But they're all attuned, so he's fine. There are 6 armor potency runes that everybody gets. Happens to be 6 of us, so that worked out real well. Also 600 gold coins. Happens to be 6 of us, so Jericho gets 500. Everyone else gets the rest, so that worked out. There was a whole bunch of platinum coins that Hemlock brought with him that you left in the vaults, if I recall. We
just didn't want to.
Found out they were cursed.
Yeah, the old cursed poison platinum, so we got rid of those. And then we all have a couple of consumables, including some gold case bullets, glue bullets. Dash is hanging onto those in his mouth.
Nice.
Sleep arrows, that goes to Galen, of course, because Thawne doesn't need them. And funny jokes. We all have the things that we're supposed to have. That's it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for that recap. And without further ado, let's get a recap from Jeremy.
We approached the Ebon Sanctum, It is a floating tower of red stone that was literally floating about 40 feet in the air. We had to cross some sort of a drawbridge to get up to it. Thawne let Dash win in a race on the way up there. And when we got to the top, there was a door with no handle. All that was available was a couple of chimes, a bell that was on there. Jericho stepped up, being the musical genius that he is, and found that if you hit the right combination of notes, it formed the H of Hexton, or the symbol of Vestrath, onto the door and opened it right up. When we got in, hoping to find Vestrath inside the Evan Sanctum, we found instead that this was perhaps a base, a tower of operations, or a headquarters for the cultists, the followers of Vestrath. There was literally a cloakroom that we walked into where there were a bunch of cloaks that were available, adjacent to some sort of a sitting area and what appeared to be a very large, very heavily guarded and heavily trapped vault door. One of the things that Hemlock discovered as we were going through was that one of the coat hooks inside the room was uneven. It was not symmetrical in this round room. And by activating that hook, there were stairs that descended down into the tower. We followed the stairs down into various levels of rooms. We found a scriptorium in there. We found an alchemy lab. We found a portal room that looks like it was only locked from one way, so only people coming in from wherever the portal was coming from, but no one could go out in that direction. Oh yeah, we also encountered some cultists. We found yellow robe cultists and blue robe cultists and red robe cultists. We were able to fight them out and dispatch the ones that were there. Took various items off of them when we could and looted them out. And one time when we were in that scriptorium and researching for what we were hoping to find was the key to go to that big vault door up there, Jericho decided to wander off all by himself and activate the stairs going down on his own. Yannick wouldn't have it, and that turned into a very heavy conversation that the rest of us eventually walked past. As we all descended further down into the room, we eventually encountered what would be, I would call it the bottom. There was a trap door that looks like it led out of the bottom of the tower into the cave, which was interesting because, again, I told you it was a floating tower. So when you open up a door and you're suddenly in a different part of an area that's not attached to anything, it seems to be an actual descended staircase. We could see, or ladder really, we could see off in the distance that there was what appeared to be a red smoke or red lights hovering above some sort of horizon that was out there. Before we took off, we walked past all of the dead bodies of the cultists that we left behind and went all the way back up to the top of the tower. And Jericho, in his very smart wisdom, used his mage hand to open up that vault door, triggering literally every trap that was there, but not getting in harm's way in the process. When we got in, we found out that there were more puzzles and more traps, as there was a vault door behind the vault door that actually had treasures inside of it. Using a talisman that we picked up off of one of the robes and matching it to symbols above, Thawne, in all of his genius, was not stumped by it. The rest of us were scratching our heads and putting ourselves in danger, and Thawne figured out the puzzle. He opened up the vault door, solved the code, and we got a whole bunch of magic items, which you may or may not have just heard about. That is where we are. We're sitting inside the vault, divvying up our treasure. Galen has got a bucket full of new scrolls that he wants to look through, and we have some red smoke that's calling our name in the distance because we still haven't found Vestrath. And that's the whole damn reason we're here. So, on the adventure inside hell, trying to find the Demon Lord, let the adventure begin.
Let's see that pencil.
Our heroes are in the Ebon stronghold, having just cleared out the vault. There is a bevy of treasure that's been handed out, apparently most gobbled up by the champion.
Yes!
You have spent time and attached the armor runes to your armor, and they have infused and empowered them. That's taken some time, but we've built it into our adventure, so everyone's armor class is +1. So that certainly helps. Also, outside of this, make sure to send me an email or text with all these items so we can update your character sheets later on. So you guys are on top of the tower. What would you guys like to do?
Yannick will have taken the time to lay on hands for Galen's wounds as well, healing him back up to full.
Okay.
And while Yannick was doing that, Galen has been poring over the scrolls, attempting to decipher them.
Completely ignoring the hands being placed on your head as his prayers. Whatever.
It's just comforting, you know.
And Yannick healing takes a moment. Yannick resting to get that back. Then
10 minutes.
Is that what you want to do? Okay,
Yes.
so that will add a tension die for you guys to be doing that. Additional time spent.
And I'll help identify anything as well.
Thon is making sure the vault door does not reseal.
Can while Yannick is
gonna add a
resting,
crapload of
can he
tension
also
dice.
identify as well, or just
We can have one person start, and that person is.
We also
this.
have some potions to be identified.
Yeah. Maybe you and I can look at the potions.
All right. In that time, Galen, you have identified 3 out of the 4 scrolls.
Okay.
In this time, as heroic time builds around you, 3 of the 4 you identified. My links aren't 100%. There we go. You have found a dream message. It's a scroll, and if anyone listening, the scroll, any scroll from any tradition can be cast by the thaumaturge because he has a connection to the supernatural. So it takes 10 minutes to cast, and it's a creature you know by name or have met in person if you don't know their name. You send a message to your target's dreams. It's a one-way message. It can last up to a minute or roughly 150 words. If they are asleep, they get the message instantly. If not, it's the next time they sleep.
let's send Hexton a message?
It has a range of planetary.
Whoa!
Which is a little troublesome for us right now, being that we're not on the same planet as most of the people
That's
we
an
know.
interesting point.
Stupid scroll doesn't work.
Planetary is not far enough.
You
Awesome.
have identified a scroll of remove disease. Takes 10 minutes, 1 creature, you must touch them, and you get to make a counteract at level 3 to have a chance to remove a disease. So it's going to be harder to get rid of a level 4 or a 5 or 6, but it might wipe out some of the easier
You have level
diseases.
6 diseases?
Don't tell my girlfriend. You have identified a scroll. I don't know what this one quite does. Fireball is the name of this one.
What's that?
It has 2 actions. A roaring blast of fire designates doing 6d6 points of damage in a 20-foot burst, which we know is big, at a range of 500 feet. We have seen this used against
my
you in
God.
the past.
So not planetary.
Yannick will
Not
take that.
planetary.
That's
Just
pretty close.
someone you've met once before, planetary. What the hell?
When they sleep.
Yeah, I should cast dream message first.
Surprise, motherfucker!
They start to know it, and then all your enemies are terrified of going to bed.
Dokes. I know that name.
That's what you have.
Great, thank you.
I have tried to look at that last one.
Yeah, we can have 2 different people try and look at the last one. That will take additional time with an additional die. Here's the 1 die for you
How
guys
many are in
doing
there
that. What's that?
How many are in there now?
There's 4 right now. Concept behind the tension dice is if you do something that's time consuming, just overall for the story, it's not a specific amount of time, we add a die. If you do something reckless, like fast, little reward being just crazy over the top, that could apply to interrogations or anything at all. The dice are just rolled straight out, and if a single one of them has a 6 on it, then something complicated happens. And then if you ever do something that's time-consumingly reckless, you would add a die and then roll, and if they ever get to 6, they roll and then reset.
While he was looking at them scrolly things, I would have been looking at them potions that I had. I had 4 of them,
That we can, yep.
like simultaneously.
So let's do
Not tension
that.
die?
Let's do that. And you are Jericho, who
That's
is here. You have Arcana 1, Crafting 1, Nature 10, Occultism 8, Religion 3, Society 1. Got it. Up. You have identified what? You identified all of them.
That's how I roll.
You've identified a mist form elixir. You drink this for 1 action, and a faint mist emanates from your skin, and you become concealed for 3 rounds. Which means enemies have to roll a flat 5 or higher to even target you with something.
Yannick takes that.
You become what for 3 rounds again? I'm sorry.
Concealed.
Concealed, that's the word.
And you can do damage during that time and remain concealed?
Yep.
Right?
And then you found not 1, not 2, but 3 poisons the cultists had gathered or crafted of spider venom. You apply this with 2 actions. Generally, you want to do this in the morning, and it just lasts all the time until you injure someone with your weapon or your whatever gun or what have you. And they have to make a 22 fortitude save or take 1d10 poison damage and become sickened. Or if it grows, 1d12 poison damage, clumsy and sickened 2, or 2, it just gets worse and worse and worse up to 6 rounds long. So you have 3 applications of that. Generally, I'd recommend that with melee style, because if you miss, you still wait until you hit.
Does that have a fatality clause at 6?
Nope, it just will sit there at stage 3, 2d6 poison damage, clumsy 2, and sicken 3, which is insane.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Galen?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna pull out these 3. These right here, these would go super good on your sword. It's a poison that you put on there in the morning, and then I'll tell you all about what it does. And then you hit people with it, it makes them super sick and gives them bad owies and does bad lot of bad.
I picture Galen's eyes like scrolling over. Bro, I just got fireball. Not using a sword ever again.
If we're not talking 66, we're not talking, okay? No, this is great, Jericho. Thank you so much.
Sure. I mean, I thought about putting it on my dagger that I never use, but that seemed utterly stupid, so I didn't.
So I poisoned the ring of the ram instead.
Thank you so much. And I wave Yannick over, like, you need one of these.
No, I don't.
Are you sure?
I did not think they were his style.
Jericho is right in that.
Give you a leg up on those demons you love to chop in half so much.
Keep them. You'll use them.
All right.
The poison I use is respect.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
I think you might like this one because you like to shoot from when you're hiding. This is a potion of hidey shooting.
Oh,
You take
like
it sometime when you want to be all hiding.
thank you
It
very
helps
much.
you be all hidey.
Speaking of Hemlock and Yannick, you guys want to spend more time trying to identify that last scroll. Did I hear that correctly?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
You do.
Uh-huh.
All right. I rolled a natural 20 for you. It worked out faster than even I thought. No tension die.
Yay!
You have identified the item clearly.
It was labeled.
It's Toll House cookie recipe.
Yeah, QR code on it. And it is... Oh, that's why. It is a level 3 spell scroll that casts the spell Cup of Dust. Takes 3 actions to cast.
Oof.
Only has a range of 30. It targets 1 living creature. They have to make a fortitude save. If they succeed, they're fatigued for a round. That lowers all their defenses by 1. If they fail, they are immediately affected by thirst, as if they haven't had to drink for days. It becomes fatigued and takes 1d4 damage each hour that can't be healed until it can quench its thirst. And if they critically fail, it takes 2d4 damage each hour. So if you can keep them from water while applying this, it screws them over, and that lasts a day.
Mm.
Immediately hand that over to Galen.
Okay.
I have no use for it.
You guys, I don't know that we have talked about this, but I'm carrying all these scrolls. Are any of you capable of casting them?
Gross. No.
I don't know.
Can
I know
wrap
your
'em-
power's innate. We're not all special.
Can I wrap them around bullets?
I do not read magic.
Jericho would be the only other one that would be capable. I don't know.
Well, why don't you and I have a sit down here sometime soon and talk about which of these you might like to have?
I've never used one, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, just like you learned to shoot a gun, I think you can learn
Well, I
to
don't
read a
think I
scroll.
learned to shoot a gun. I think I shot a gun.
Okay.
I think there's a difference.
I saw you take those demons out.
Okay.
Where's the code hook? I have gold. You have items.
Yeah.
We're good now. Yeah,
Let's go.
let's go
Yeah,
back
but-
down.
Well,
Yeah, Twilight's burning.
We're
Yeah.
running out of not day.
Let's go.
and was there no other exit from this tower other than the one we came in and then the basement?
How many more exits would you like?
Each one's attention time.
Do you have a defenestration window? Those are my favorites.
That's a great name.
Welcome to the Tower of Defenestration. I was just trying to. It's been a week since I've
Yes.
been in this tower. I was just trying to refresh my memory.
There are an exit.
We
at the
haven't
top,
found any others.
an exit at the bottom.
It's like a straw.
And of the 4 scrolls, Dream Message is an occult spell that the bard could cast, since that's your tradition.
All right.
Oh, your tradition is a cult. Okay, great.
All right. All right. Let's go find some lava moats.
We're going to go down into the cave exit, going out the other side of
Head towards the red light.
tower towards, the red
Well,
light.
All
That's
right.
the only way out, other than the way we came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had mentioned
Yeah,
that
that's
there
why we're going
was
that way.
Yeah. That's
an
what
versus
array of
going
braziers
backwards.
in the
Yeah.
cavern below.
hmm
Does that continue outside the cavern towards this red lit?
All right. So the group heads down, makes their way down the extending and retracting stairs all the way to the bottom floor, through a basement trap door into a long tunnel that heads through this cliff or to some strange place. The tunnel is lit up by these lamps, razors on the side, and as you get to the end, it opens up into another massive 1,000-foot tall impossible cliff. Pretty darn smooth. There are no other lights that you see, Thon. There is twilight everywhere, this vague reddish sunset that kind of never quite sets. There are clouds here, which you haven't seen when you were on the other side of the cliff, if you will. There are clouds here that make the red even more oppressive. You have no sense of time. It is a little warm. You can hear some rumbling sounds from up ahead, many, many miles away, like giant boulders or a thunderstorm. And the terrain is this broken, cleaved, flat ground that is broken every so often, that is like an obsidian block that has just been chipped and carved from time to time. So you're walking on not reflective, but pretty hard, straight surface, and there might be a 4-foot drop for maybe a third of a mile, and then a 5-foot rise for another one. It's slightly slanted, the terrain, at different angles, up and down. It's all just slightly a kilter. Also, there are those strange formations. They grow completely unnaturally from this rock. They are a different type of rock. They look, I think I likened it to the weird aquarium magic sand you could drop in an aquarium and build strange shapes. Seth's looking at me weird like he has no idea. You know what I'm talking about? All right. It looks like that. Instead of nice fruity colors, pastel colors, it is just dark rock, similar to LV-426 from Aliens. That environment is
Well,
what
now I know exactly what you're talking about. You should have just started with that.
LV-426, that one. So that's what it's like. Those are jutting out everywhere, creating a visual that can be hard to see. More, it's like a a moderately dense, thick forest that only goes maybe 30 feet high, but it can be a little hard to see. And the last big visual is off in the distance, many miles. The cloud cover, you can see that is dark, 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 and lit up by this twilight light from somehow above. You can see there is a red light lit up from underneath the clouds, as though there is a red light source far off in the distance, many miles away.
I don't think we're Nedlet home anymore.
You had mentioned that it was that we were unable to determine time. Can we determine how long it's been activity-wise that we would need rest?
That is twice the last 2 times you started something. You have mentioned, is this going to be a theme that's going to keep
Probably.
going? You have a very poor sense of time.
Okay, so we're just relying on our fatigue at this point.
No, it's just you specifically.
I know exactly what time it is.
It's 6:01, dude.
I have an Aeon wayfinder, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. It's Swiss.
Telling him emails.
Gentlemen, the horizon calls. Off we go.
Indeed.
Bring me that horizon.
That's a great line. I like that. Did
Yeah,
you
you should
steal
sing us
that?
in.
All right. You guys head off, trudging through this inhospitable land. The heat grows as you make your way there. Sweat starting to drip down your faces. Some of you collecting dust, little rivulets. Every so often a wind comes and flaps your cloaks, but instead of a cold wind to pull you tighter, it's a hot wind, as though you've opened the door on an extremely hot day or opened up the oven and it blasts you uncomfortably. And you hike and you walk, making your way through this bleak twilight terrain.
As we're continuing forward, everyone will notice that Dash is just kind of keeping up pace or even getting a little bit ahead of everybody as he's not sweating or uncomfortable. The desert rat nature of him is just fine with increasing heat.
Ooh.
And can handle extreme heat levels better than everybody else, not even to get thirsty.
A racial trait because you come from a deserty land of Thave.
Correct.
Do
All right.
Ahsoki pant?
The northern Yosemite pad. we don't bother. We're
They
good.
sweat through their paws.
They bristle and then just
Just gets weird slicked hair like a cat that's been in the
Collector and
bath.
dew.
He looks like a third the size.
I picture Dash panting, and with
thirsty,
every
just
pant, a
brings out
gold
some
coin
fur.
falls out. Tink, 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 tink.
The group continues to walk. You can see the light that's hitting the bottom of the clouds is getting closer and closer. You know it's been several hours of hiking. It's getting hotter and hotter, and I need everyone to make a fortitude save of 15 or before you roll, or gain the fatigued 1 condition, and Dash does not have to make this roll, and whoever has the ring of energy resistance fire does not have to make this roll.
Suck it!
This is heat resistance. 15 fortitude.
Just hit it.
Me too, 16.
19.
27.
Okay, you guys are good. You're hot, you're uncomfortable, but you power through and keep going. As you hike
Getting
for
kind of comfortable.
So Dash, is this? I mean, this is nothing like anywhere that any of us are from, but is it also like really hot where your home is from?
I'm
Yes.
from there too.
You're from,
And it's hot.
you're from
It's still hot.
you're from the same place that Dash is from.
They don't all look like me, Jericho. We're
That wasn't
different
that
people.
wasn't my point. I just
Speaking of
didn't know.
racism.
Aliens are different things.
That wasn't my point at all. I just didn't know.
Him and Galen are in a club.
You haven't shared much with us. You're from Thave, then.
I was born there.
Yeah, that's what from means. I mean,
Yeah.
to us.
Would you
Not-
please expand a little bit, and then we know moments later you will be the one killed. Because that's how the horror movies work.
Not many elves come
Here's my
from
tragic
Thave.
backstory.
Yeah.
Is that true?
No, I'm making it up.
The witches of Thave captured quite a few elves in their time. My parents being none among them.
I'm so sorry.
Stole away to the Warrens, and the Isoki were kind enough to leave me alone. But they never troubled me, and every now and then, they even provided for me. I lived amongst them, but not amongst them. But I had spent quite a bit of time in Thave. And then I met my present lord at a later time, when I was escaping Thave.
Do you have people to go back to?
My lord.
What were you escaping?
The witches of Thave are notoriously cruel. Escaping them was very important.
Are you from? I mean, have you guys talked? Are you from like a nearby each other in the same part of thing?
The Warrens are vast. I doubt we actually met.
I was just asking. I knew that. I was just wondering if you have talked. If you're from a similar part of the country.
Oh, when we first met in the bar, yes.
We communicated in the way that one would from Thave. I know that he speaks like I speak, and he understands what I know, and that's all there is. We don't need further.
Together, but apart.
Do you believe your family is still alive?
I don't believe they are.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I appreciate the sentiment. It has been a long while since I've given it much thought.
Hemlock.
Yeah.
I feel horrible for not knowing, but do you have family?
You've met my sister and my
No.
mother.
I meant outside in the way.
No.
Well, what about your
They-
mother?
They're all I have. How about you?
I do.
Well, I hope I get to meet them someday.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Let's march on. It's hot as shit out here, and we're wasting energy.
You smell bad too.
Dash!
Basalt. Would that be an accurate description?
You didn't phrase the beginning of your
I
question
did
correctly.
not at all.
What
Words
is
just
basalt?
pop into my head. There's no basis.
What was your question? Basalt?
Basalt.
Like the ground?
The basalt columns. They're
Basaltic rock.
octagonal and
Black and
black, and they're natural, but it totally
dark
looks
gray
unnatural.
columnar
I was just
basalt?
wondering if
Yeah,
that's what
they're
I'm thinking.
not
Exactly.
Thank you.
Octagonal.
And chitinous. No, they are not like
Septagonal.
that. They're more
Non-agonal.
You mentioned cleave, so it's
that's the
continuous
ground,
surface.
the ground, and then these growths come out of it, and they're more formed. And Dash, who's messes with Earth and stuff, at some point during these many hours of travel, is able to just pull a chunk out, and it's almost like really hardened dust type of a vibe. So it's a little bulbousy stuff. You could punch it and do some damage, but it's not like it's going to topple over these little.
so it's
growths.
solid. It's
Yep.
not crumbly. Or,
Nope.
Okay.
But it's not rock at the same time.
Is it like those African termite towers?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing. Was
Yeah.
kind of like a mix between limestone and a termite.
Yeah. But it just looks weird because it doesn't fit the ground that it's upon.
Termites from hell.
From hell.
Do we appear? Does the glow that we spotted appear to be getting closer?
Yes.
Oh no.
Further away than ever.
Almost further. You hike and travel for it seems like hours upon hours when the light that's lighting up the bottom of the clouds grows bright, and you know there's something very close ahead. As you crest a bit of a rise, your eyes fall upon a sight you have never seen before. A stretch of this terrain that goes down at a bit of a slope. It extends out to the right and to the left, essentially a gigantic V geographically, extending out of miles to the right, miles to the west, and maybe a quarter of a mile ahead before you guys reach the vertex of that V. And in that V is an ocean of lava. Orange roiling, occasionally popping off in the distance. The heat's pretty strong, but you can handle it from here. The sight is something to behold. You've dealt with a dark ocean getting into this place. Now you have the opposite, an ocean of light. It expands out, it seems near infinitely. You see 3 things also of note. 3 things. You see in the middle part where you guys are roughly arriving, there is a dock made of stone with a vessel moored to it, also made of dark gray stone.
I don't mean to cut you off, Tom, but that's at the pinnacle of
Yep.
the V? That's where the dock is?
Yep.
Okay.
And you guys are approaching from the kind of the south part of that V. You see to the, what I will call the northwest, who knows if it truly is, but to the northwest, you can see there is a bunch of storm clouds in the twilight that seem very localized with lightning flashes, and that has been the source of the rumbling that's slightly getting louder and louder. But even more peculiar is to the northeast, and it's miles and miles away again to the northwest, and miles again to the northeast is another strange sight. Some very far away, another rise, and out of view just beyond some hill, you can see a rise of a giant flame, like a bonfire of couple 100 feet that you can't see, but it's flames licking up behind this hill that rise up and fade and rise up and fade. But you see they are not flames at all, but strange ghostly apparitions. A contorted face trailing a ghostly trail for just a couple seconds, and it 50, 60 feet high, and then disappearing into the sky. And then moments later, another. Yannick appears to grimace.
Probably where we gotta go.
That's on the other side of the storm? You said miles out?
Negative.
Okay, sorry. Thank
Opposite
Go on
direction, I think.
northwest, this
Northeast.
thing northeast.
Correct.
you. The other end of the V. Okay.
Generally speaking, we're heading north-ish in
Correct.
this scenario. Yeah.
Presumably.
Okay.
I would not recommend hiking north more than a quarter of a mile.
So boat to the north, storm to the northwest, flame goobers to the northeast.
Can we see anything across this molten ocean?
You may make a perception roll.
Vaughn, do you see anything with your spyglass here?
If my spyglass can tolerate the heat, Thon will investigate the distance.
All right. You may make a perception roll with +2. And only you.
Only you.
As a perception, right? A flat roll.
Perception's top left.
There it is. And 26.
With a 26, you see there is some sort of dark, hillish shape far, far out there that breaks up the lava. But you can't make out much more than that. You can essentially see the horizon, and then there's a dip that looks like an organic, dark shape out there. Something large.
Looking at the vessel on the dock, is there any apparent way of propelling the vessel, like some nice stone oars? And also,
Stone motorboat.
like,
perhaps?
is the vessel pointing like straight north out, kind of, straight ahead?
Stone sail, maybe?
Yeah, from the dock, kind of, or is it, like, how is the dock oriented and how is the vessel oriented on the dock?
Dock is oriented straight out north. The vessel is beside it, so it is also pointed straight out north, and it has no oars or oar slots and has a couple nasty, tattered sails that make no logical sense. They make no logical sense to Hemlock on a normal ocean, let alone here.
And are we able to traverse around to the northwest or northeast on the edge of this, or is it like kind of cliff face? We'll be...
Oh, it looks like you totally could from here.
Hemlock wants to investigate the stone vessel / boat.
All right, Hemlock makes the way down to
I'll
the.
go down with you.
Dash will do the same thing.
All right.
Yeah, I think we
Stone
all
is a
would
little less
probably
scary
head
than
down
water.
that way.
All right, the group, you guys head down towards the dock. Hemlock taking the lead, being a sailor in his days past. The moment you touch the dock, Hemlock, it is hot, but you're hanging in there, but you're sweating bullets. You see movement on the deck of the boat.
How big is this boat?
It is slightly smaller than the style that you arrived in
Oh,
this strange another
Okay,
realm.
I was thinking it was like a rowboat, but okay.
No.
What's the movement I see?
So, and that is small galleon type trade ship, not galleon, but smaller than that, but a trade ship style thing. What was your question?
What's the movement I
Oh,
see?
movement is a skeletal head.
Oh.
You see there's a skeletal head that is arriving and coming up some sort of steps, and it appears, and you see a skeletal form draped in tattered clothes slowly rising up on top of the deck. It is large, about maybe 9 feet tall, the skeletal figure.
Garon, I presume? I say out loud.
He doesn't know French.
I will call out to him. Hail, ferryman.
We have a hero point to give to our technician, Derek. Derek, you have a hero point to bank and give it out whenever you see fit. That is now available for you to use. The skeleton turns and pivots and looks at Jericho also on the dock and stands there and says nothing.
We seek passage across.
The skeletal figure raises a skeletal hand and then points low at the bow of the ship.
I look. What do I see? Low at the
Can't
bow?
see anything from there.
I'll, with a little side eye at Yannick, I'll start moving that direction.
Okay.
Hemlock will approach as well.
Okay. Jericho, you
Hemlock will follow, or Hemlock.
Is there a tie
Yannick will
off up
follow.
there?
yes. There's rope that should not in any way exist. There is a wooden plank that looks old and burnt to hell, but should have been consumed, you think, a long time ago, of which you skitter across, Jericho, followed by Hemlock, and you arrive upon the deck of the ship. Let me roll its attack. You see to your left as you arrive at the at the bow, there is a brass urn that is bolted somehow to this stone. It's a brass apparatus, a brass urn with some stand that's connected to the deck that the finger of the skeleton is pointing to.
I'll go walk over to it.
Okay.
Is there anything inside it?
You look inside, you see, yes, there is a liquid inside, a red liquid.
Does it look like blood?
Yes.
Sweet.
What do you see?
He's pointing to the blood urn. The urn has got some blood in it. I think it just needs a little bit of mine, and we'll get a trip out of here. You guys ready to go?
But then it has your blood.
Well, I think a lot of people have my blood by this point. It's kind of been passed around quite a
My
bit.
enemy is my
actually.
loved ones, Ancestry.com.
23andMe. It's a little bit all over the place. Should I put a little bit of my blood in?
Yes.
Okay. I'll
That
take out
came
my
quick.
dagger and I'll do a little eek.
It's a good thing you didn't poison that earlier.
Roll your attack.
And
You do -1 repeatedly. No, damn it. So you're doing the horrific, terrible action movie thing of drawing blood by slicing into the Heivner ending. Heavy use open palm is what you're doing.
Yeah, probably actually I have an actual friend who's a professional musician, and like he never does anything with his hands. Like we were working on his roof, and he had thick gloves on that made me do anything that was remotely dangerous with his hands. So I think Hemlock would probably be that way, and Hemlock would probably be like, oh, look, he'd probably like do something else, like on the forearm. Something somewhere where it probably would not be like actually on his hand.
Yeah, go lengthwise.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Be dramatic.
That probably
Forehead.
wouldn't
Come on.
kill him. No, not the beautiful face.
So just to be
Yeah.
clear, Jericho and Hemlock are the only two on the boat right now.
Yes. No, you were following. The three of you are there.
I followed as well.
Okay.
I'm not going to split the party
we
here.
got a little
Thon's
bit-
already
little
on
bit
the other side.
He's 200 yards ahead in the lava.
So, before Dash boards the boat, standing on the dock, he wants to extract a piece of the elements, confirming this is really stone that he may be able to do something with. Can I pull a chunk right out of the middle of the?
You are not able to do so.
Ugh.
Is there-
It's it's not the kind of rock I'm used to seeing. I don't.
Have you
it's-
seen rock that floats on lava before?
There's a lot of things rock can do. You've seen my stepping stones, but I can't move this one. I don't.
Should we not board then?
I mean, I think it's safe to say that this is a magical construct, right? And so it's probably has some kind of protection.
Other hand, I want to use my gate and create stone, and just make sure that the stone still exists. It's just not this one. So I want to see if I can create a stone.
There is stone that appears in your hand that magically exists within your realm of control.
Okay. I will dissipate it to sand, and I will board on the ship.
Okay. Or you could just drop it.
I don't. We don't waste.
Thon follows
rocks.
Dash.
I follow as well, and I take a look at the urn to see if there's any script or writing or runes or anything on there.
Psychic resonance. Doomfire!
Oh my god! I feel the souls of 1,000 people
that just want a comfortable cruise. Can you make an occultism roll, please?
Can. 22.
Okay. You recognize just a vague concept of a name identifier that you cannot make heads or tails of. You can't even get any spelling of. You're just for sure know it has nothing to do with the name Hexton or Vestrath.
Okay. Well, guys, I see no markings here related to our nemesis.
The other option would be to head around by foot.
We have no
How
idea
are
how
we
long it
travel
would
this
take.
in the
boat seem
middle
to,
of-
if it were to go straight, intersect with the low hill that I saw in the distance.
No. Be slightly off.
Okay.
Clifford said that this is the source of Vestrath's power. He's clearly here to transport something, to transport passengers.
And blood definitely appears to be a currency for transportation, whether it be for the gates
Agreed.
or for the dreams that you talked about with Hexton starting here. So, would make sense. Are you still bleeding?
Yeah. No one's healed me.
Jericho bleeds and drops several drops of blood. Take a point of damage, please, Jericho.
All I've done is taken 3 single points of damage.
Keep that going.
Also,
You're-
Galen got fully healed. I don't know if that got marked
Yep,
off.
it did. All taken care
Who
of.
has 57 hit points then?
For each drop of blood, the boat
Who's the
moves
second?
just
That's
a little
Dash.
bit.
Oh,
That's a little bit. You healed Galen, who was down 4, but not Dash, who was down 9.
okay.
The boat moves. The skeleton steps over and removes the lines. The plank is brought in, and the vessel slowly goes out.
As those things, as those
Yes.
things are happening, I'm going to heal Dash and then rest.
Okay.
As, hopefully have enough time for that.
Dash is here. How much do you heal at your current level?
12.
12. All right.
Dash was
He was
injured
down
by
9, now he's at full.
Lay on
Thank you.
hands. And the boat slowly heads out into the sea of lava. It doesn't react much to the motion of the lava. If there's any undulation or a little pop, the boat pretty much stays the same. Hemlock, you can feel with your sea legs a little bit of motion, so it is still part of this reality, if that makes any sense, but it's just slowly going out.
Okay.
No sense of what's propelling it. Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so if we talk to this guy, we're looking to head to the far away thing that Thon saw, or to the flamey thing over there?
Ask him.
Or which one are we wanting to go to?
Do we have a choice?
If we do,
We
I
have a
would.
choice in what we want. We may not have a choice in where we go. I'm just asking which we want.
I would suggest to the northeast. I think that would be where the moats
I
would
think
presumably be.
we should ask for Vestrath,
That as
wherever
well.
he is.
Well, that's the kind of thing. Are we going for the moats, or are we going for the Vestrath?
Ask.
You're friends with him.
Well, yeah.
You ask him to take us to
Yeah,
Vestrath.
what is the skeleton doing?
He is staring at Jericho.
From the docks.
It's just
He's not even there.
waving a skeletal hand.
Shaking his head.
No, he's just looking at Jericho, and I just imagine every time Jericho makes eye contact, he kind of smiles nervously and looks away at this giant skeleton.
Just constantly staring.
It's unnatural confetti that he's throwing out.
So I just want to know if we want to have consensus on towards the Vestrath or towards the moats.
I think we need to go to the moats first
See, that's
to decrease
where we do not have consensus currently.
power.
My
Would this
vote would
not
be
be the
moats.
lava moats? This is an ocean of lava.
An ocean and a moat are somewhat different, no?
I think
Moats
moats,
around, so-
MOTES versus MOATS.
That's even worse.
Gross. So many little ones.
The only thing that we see in this giant ocean is what
Mm-hmm.
Thon has spied. Let's
And-
make way for it.
And we saw the wisps of
Spire of
Down
Moats.
to the northeast.
Do those appear to be
Storm
over
clouds.
the ocean or off on land?
On land.
See, so it's not on the ocean.
Near the coast?
right.
Near the coast, likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go with either one.
So
Theoretically.
since we're on the ocean, we're going towards the one thing on the ocean that we know is there, which is that outcropping of land that I hope so. Who knows where it's taking us, but I'd like to think it's towards the little island that Thon spied.
And Thon is consistently keeping his spyglass up and tracking this little hill.
Okay.
So, gentlemen,
Based on the lack of consensus, I'd say the choice is yours, Jericho.
where do you want to go?
to the moats.
All right.
If it takes us there.
So I'm going to turn to the boat, the ferryman. Hey, Charlie, we'd like to head over to where the
Shakes his head slowly left and right.
not Charlie. What is your name? Can I call you Charlie?
Oh God, please.
Okay, ferryman. Can you take us over to where the moats are? We need to get to the lava moats.
It stops looking at you and stands and walks over towards the bow and stands a couple feet off the bow, arms at its sides, motionless, and the boat slowly changes course and heads straight ahead, a little bit to the left, towards the strange dark shape that Thon had spotted.
And then he points to another urn.
I
A
just
bigger urn.
I just want you guys to see that often you can get things in life just by being polite.
You are braver than I am.
Like the
I
ferry-
would not give my blood to anyone in hell.
The boat continues on. It is odd. It is eerie. It is creepy. The lava is hot and intense. And you are protected, though, strangely, by the boat itself. You don't feel totally overwhelmed by this intense lava. You are glad you're not walking alongside it, though, because that would have been quite exhausting as well. And, of course, Dash is just shivering over there, cold as hell.
Wish it would warm up a little bit.
He's got his feet. He's playing his feet in the lava.
The boat continues and makes its way eerily. Now you are far away from the coast that you left, the black coast behind. You are lit by a bright orange, which is overwhelming to the eyes after a while. Hemlock, this may be one of the few times you're very uncomfortable to be at sea.
Yeah.
It is not normal, let alone this boat is not reacting in any way that you've seen either. Still tattered sails slowly moving in the wind.
Floating stone,
Thon,
which is weird.
why would you be nervous about the blood thing? You
I mentioned before about the witches of Thave. You remember
Yeah,
the stories?
Well, I don't know stories about them. No, we did not
But
have them.
the witches of Thave use similar magics. And I could only imagine anything asking in this place would be just as terrible an outcome. The witches often gathered those in their company and drained them of life to feed their magics. So, no, not entirely comfortable surrendering such a thing for powering a boat.
Is that going to come back to bite me in the butt?
Probably.
Is that it? Probably.
I would not suggest taking your blood back at this point, though.
I did no one tell me this ahead of time.
I was about to. You kept
Okay.
tripping things.
I got this.
You are very
I
brave.
want a refund.
You can see after sailing for a couple of hours with the spyglass, Thon, a flying bit of orange coming from that isle. And you see it moving and heading to the west, which would be towards the storm area. And with your spyglass, if you get a perception 18, you spot clearly
Still +2 or no +2?
no +2.
26.
You
Those would be
28
critical
would have been
success.
critical. It's okay. Yeah.
you spot
Love the incredulity.
a 4-foot-tall winged creature, an imp flying with a strange ball of lava wrapped in a 2 coils of some strange metal that does not look like it should be able to physically contain it, but it does. And it's carrying it like some sort of bird clutching onto something that's quite heavy for it as it's slowly fluttering away miles and miles and miles off.
Picking up on Hemlock's earlier vernacular at some point, Thon exclaims, "Imp ho!" and points out the imp off into the distance.
How far away is the imp?
Miles away.
I'll take your word for it.
It's carrying something.
Same planet, though.
Something round, and I can see that there's light emanating
Yep.
off of it. It's carrying an orb of some kind.
Probably the imps empowering Vestrath with the moats would be my guess.
It's definitely going to someplace. From the low mountain to someplace. The storm, it looks like. Yes, the storm. It's passing out of range now.
Why would it go to the storm?
Slice!
You see that? It just healed.
Are we still pointed at the dark shape?
Yes.
How much longer does it appear it will take to get there?
A couple hours.
Oh.
Neato.
I would like then to sit down and treat wounds on myself.
Okay. You heal the amount of treat wounds. I don't think I've given you an updated treat wounds, though, in a
No.
long time.
I'm only down 3 hit points, so I'm hoping I can do that much.
So it would have been a good time to read scrolls.
In hushed tones,
Oh, I
Thon
read
is-
a scroll right now.
Thon is leaning over to Galen going, "If it takes more blood, will it go faster?"
I was wondering the same, but does it need to be the same blood?
Oh, hi, Jericho. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
What is Jericho's medicine? Trained, expert, or master, or legendary?
Yes, trained.
Trained, and what level?
Plus 10.
Plus 10. You heal 10.
So I only need a 3.
So you can do that to 6 different people in an hour, or you can double that for one person in an
Ooh,
hour.
I'm going to heal myself 20 points and only take 3 of it.
All right.
I guess Yannick will lay on hands on himself for the 1 hit point of damage that he has.
Okay. And then refocus.
Yep.
Galen, you're not thinking about adding blood to the urn, are you?
I don't see any reason to right now. I just think we need to find out where this leads us. We've asked the questions. We're on our way. Let's see where we end up.
Does Thon possibly witness more than one in a assembly line fashion of imps?
Just one.
Just the one.
Just one.
The boat continues. After several hours, you approach this large, dark rock island. Ahead is another stone dock that protrudes out. Your vessel slows for no apparent reason other than it seems to be the time to arrive, and comes to a stop. The skeleton somehow has an old cord in his hand and throws it perfectly around and moors the vessel, and then slaps down his old burnt plank down, and then steps back towards the aft of the vessel and standing there watching you all.
I'm going to go walk up to give him a fist bump.
You want to fist bump the skeleton?
Yeah.
Okay.
No fists. Knuckles.
As we're departing, I hold out a gold coin to the ferryman and see what his reaction is.
He does not look at you or the coin at all and continues looking at the bow.
Dash
He
gets
only
up.
takes cursed platinum.
Damn it.
Saved you 17 hours.
I'm going to tell him, hey, thanks, buddy. Well done.
Does not respond. Departing, you guys head out. It is a large island that has a path. Probably, I think, the first path you've seen in a while that is essentially a worn down section, similar to the stone you were at before, but this is much more rugged and blocky. Still that cleave type action, so the hills are jagged, but they're rising up in different areas, but none of those growths, though, at the same time. As you make your way through, you see this path was just worn. Someone has gone up and down this path for some time. When there's only one way, unless you guys say something otherwise, you head down this path with someone in the lead.
Presumably Thon.
Thon.
Fire ring of resistance. Giant
Yeah, I
shield.
know.
And you're like, hey, you.
Unless you want to
with the bow.
concede that,
I can hold out my hand for the ring.
then I guess Yannick goes first.
Yannick is first.
Got your back.
As you make your way forward, you are enveloped in darkness, which is a bit of a relief from the oppressive orange lava that you've been dealing with for hours and hours now. And the darkness is a little more comforting, a little more secretive. And then you can see there's more orange light ahead. And as you crest a rise and start reaching this plateau, you see there is a river of lava that has come through the ocean, that has cut through a part of this island. And you see there are strange areas on the ground made of magical symbols as red embers from the lava kind of filter through. There is a tower that stands in the middle of this river with a bridge. And as you start to see, you can spot some strange machinations of a couple imps that are doing and weaving some magic with their hands and drawing strings of lava out from this river and slowly forming it into a sphere around them. It's taking a lot of work. You can see another group of imps on the other side trying to do the same thing. And before you can get much else information from this, you hear a horn blow, a type sound, and arrows are fired at you from the tower through small windows, and arrows come flying in your general direction as you start to scatter and have a battle with demonic attackers that are fighting back against all of you. So, we are activating a battle. We are taking a look at our map.
Battle mode activated.
Not that one. We're activating that one. That was an old one. This is our new one.
Whoa, sparkly.
Might want to refresh that. That looks really weird. Or it's still downloading.
Well, it is now.
So it's not on the same planetary space.
We didn't confirm
Just
that.
log in
actually.
again, top right.
We don't know
Yeah.
all of the planet of Varen, though that's the world that we do know. So I'm going to say probably not.
And do we know if
We know he tore through a
Select a
plane
die.
tear, right?
do we know if
Gotta
planes
select a die.
multiple planes
Highest die
exist
or
on the same
lowest-
planet?
Lowest die.
We do know that multiple planes exist. We don't know if they exist on the same planets. We have seen planes in the past. At least creatures of Varen have seen planes in the past. There were a couple that previous heroes traveled through.
I was worried you were a robot there for a second, Derek. You failed the robot test.
Did he?
Yeah.
Choose the
hysterical.
bicycle.
Let's see if this one works.
I chose the meat bicycle.
There we go.
No.
That looks much better.
That does look significantly different than the last
I
one.
do not like who's first in initiative there.
Oh, that's a good guy.
These have not been rolled yet. Initiative have not been
Okay.
rolled, so you're safe. You are safe.
That's alphabetical.
Cthulhu goes first, always.
So what we have here are our heroes in the northwest corner of this giant river of lava. And if you have a chance, check out the video. It's a pretty cool looking map. The lava undulating is cutting right through the map north to south. There are strange constructed pillars of stone that are block up some of the terrain. You can see on the east side of the river, I'm pinging it now, is one of these sections where imps are working to draw out lava into a sphere. There's another one to the southwest that I am pinging now.
Holy smokes, this is big.
There's some ruins of some structure also to the south. I'm highlighting there. There's a couple bridges. In the middle of all of this is a tower perforated by windows, really tall tower that arrows have fired out from by strange demons. There are also a couple other demons roaming about, including one larger one, a wrath demon that is standing on this middle bridge. There's also an archer on your side, just to the north of you guys, who is taking aim. I'm pinging him. And finally in this battle, there are these pentagram glyphs everywhere, large things like 20 feet in diameter that are occult experts of the bard, but primarily Galen, identify as helpfully offensive glyphs to step in. And what you know this to be is you get +2 to any attack or spell DC that enemies have to overcome while you're standing in it. But you are -2 to all your ACs and spell rolls when you are in it defensively as well. That is our situation. We are going to roll initiative when we come back from our break, which we will take now and be back in just a little bit. The battle begins. Rolling initiative for all our participants. Here we go. And it doesn't do it at all. Now here we go. And we're deleting everything there.
No
and
evil
we're starting.
wings.
And we're rolling initiative. If our initiative tracker wants to work.
It does.
Oh my goodness.
3.
We had it. We had it all.
90% CPU.
We had it all.
Go.
Refreshing real fast. Cinematically deciding who goes first, because this is much faster than rolling it manually.
This is why you have the epic music in the pan.
Keep panning.
Dun,
Derek.
dun, dun, dun,
Dun 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 dun.
dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Jazzy
we got
game
it.
show.
Yeah, what you talking? What dudes are you talking about, Chris?
They're going to be further south past that bridge.
Initiative has been rolled. Galen is
I think
up
you can-
first with another really nice initiative roll. I think that's twice in a row.
Do we get to
Can
see
we get the initiative?
Hit
Tracker on the
refresh on
top.
yours, see if that works.
This is gonna break it, you
Yeah,
guys.
probably.
It will break
Gonna
us.
see.
So needy.
Please upgrade Windows.
It's going to be all the bad guys first by Tom's tone.
Tom's tone.
Um,
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that looks terrible.
All right, Galen.
Yikes.
Our fates all rest in your hands.
The sigils. If you stand in them, you are stronger, but you are more likely to be hit. Use them with caution. And then I would like to see what movement south for 50 feet looks like. Is this just a big like stone pillar or something in
Yep.
front of me?
Yep.
Okay. Can I get to the south? Okay, so that's
Jesus.
50.
Yeah, it's.
You could
it
do
looks like
southwest
it's
and be
4
behind
turns
cover.
worth of movement.
Okay, so and there are not actual bats in these sigil
Pentagrams?
areas, right? In the
No,
pentagrams.
no.
Okay, all right.
Strange little statue.
Yeah, can you go ahead and drop me there?
If you zoom in real close on the visuals, there's little floating embers too. Which
Yeah, it is
That is
neat.
pretty cool.
So not behind cover. So that's good.
What is the distance to the furthest imp in the tower?
Asking all the right questions.
Holy buckets!
It's 115 feet. How's that scroll looking?
It's looking mighty nice. It looks like I can only get 2 of those with my scroll, right?
What scroll are you talking about?
My scroll of lightning bolt. Ooh, yeah, no, yeah. 120. Can I get all 3 of them in there in any way?
Is that the only scroll you got, my
I'm
friend?
seeing 2. Just 2.
It's not.
It may
but
be
I,
a little resistant, but
but I
you should
might
get
want
it
to
more
save
south.
it. Yeah. So you said no, I cannot get them in there?
Just 2.
Just 2. Okay. Then I will use the fireball scroll. And I will cast it directly on that tower.
You wouldn't even need to move if that matters to you.
That's true. Thank you for that.
And you need 2 actions.
You need to. So yeah,
do
so
it.
pull me back 25 feet, and that's what I'll do. I'll throw a fireball at that tower.
Okay.
Do you want-
walk just 20, walk a little bit towards the big bridge crossing the lava, and then you break out your scroll of fireball you've just figured out. Read it and say the final magic word on the scroll. What is that final magic word?
It is Varoof.
All right. I'd like to see how that's spelled.
Better write that one down.
And
You can
a
use that again.
huge ball of fire illuminates out from the scroll, burning it up before it goes, travels across the bleak terrain, over the bridge, over the lava, into the tower top, and explodes. All 3 of the demon archers that are up there need to make reflex saves. They do get to add +2 from their cover to this save. With all the different chaos that's around in there.
Does the fireball
want to just-
potentially
you want
attack the
to roll them all
tower
at once?
itself, like damage it structurally?
Not that it's too strong of a tower.
Okay. I,
It's resistant to fireball.
I think it'd be
Uh,
great.
Okay, and it is a 24, 25, and 25.
Good night.
No, 26, 27, 27.
Okay. So they made the reflex save.
They pass. Okay,
No, I'm saying so. Well, my
Yes,
spell
they
DC is
did.
21.
They'll take
Right.
half damage.
half
Yeah,
damage.
so it's half damage.
So that was 19. So they all take half of that.
10, 9.
And
9 points
yeah,
damage.
round it down.
Not insignificant.
Explosion out the top of this tower. Flames burst out. You hear some yelps, but more arrows are being fired down upon you.
You rolled a 19 with 6d6?
Yeah,
Bro.
I know.
It was rough. That's why I was like, "Do you want to?"
I rolled like 3 2s. So
21 should be the average. That's not too
Uh-huh.
bad.
It's not too
Yeah,
bad.
it's,
Can you hero point your damage roll?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Next up is the champion, Yannick.
Are the imps to the south still kind of trying to manifest the energy that they were doing?
Yes.
Okay, Yannick is going to travel all 3 of his moves to the south.
Okay.
Are you going to end in the circle, or are you going to go past it?
I do not want to be in that circle
Oh,
in any way, shape, or
Is
form.
that Galen or is that Yannick?
That is Yannick.
That's Yannick. That's good.
That looks good.
Okay. Jericho.
All right, I'm gonna lost myself. There I am. I'm gonna move 30 feet south. Then I'm trying to make sure that because my buddy here just went. So I'm gonna do a lingering composition into inspire defense.
I was really expecting you to say Galen's ear.
Yeah, so I'm going to do my lingering composition to try to make this last longer, but inspire defense, which is very much like the courageous anthem you've often seen me do. But this instead will give everyone, because we have lots of people shooting at us, will give you a +1 status bonus to armor class,
Oh,
a
nice.
+1 status bonus to all saving throws, and and it will give you resistance to all physical damage.
So plus one saving throws.
yeah, one point of resistance to all physical damage.
Oh, 1 point. Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
All right.
And Yannick, you are just in line of sight. You do get that.
Yeah, I was just trying to get him just inside there. So I got to make a performance roll on my lingering composition.
All right,
there.
20.
I rolled out of my little box. 30 exactly.
Okay, that's a critical.
So this will last for 4 rounds.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Don't have to spend actions to keep that going.
So tell us the modifiers one more time.
All right.
AC saving throws.
AC +1.
Okay.
That's huge.
+1 to all your saving throws, and -1 to any physical damage you take.
That's great.
Very nice.
All right.
Yeah, man, that's a
You
a
are-
good song.
What was that song again?
Inspire defense.
Or defense.
Feel the rhythm.
And so that's
Starting
going
to
to
move with
be red for the blood. It's
Feel
so
the
red.
feel the rhyme.
it. I can feel that. Yeah.
Get
Okay.
on up.
It's
Bobsled
Hellscape time.
I think
Yeah.
I might have put it on the back of this card. I don't know. You still have that card over
We
there?
do.
Did I put it on the back of that card?
Nope.
Okay, that's because I don't like you guys on
Yeah,
that side.
that's fine.
And this is also known as Rallying Anthem in the new version.
Oh, the new
remastered
version.
Rallying Anthem. All right. What else you got, Jericho?
Harder than I meant to.
Alrighty. And as I get there, then once I have done that, I don't want to get shot a whole bunch right away. So I'm going to move 30 going around the north side of that pillar and kind of take some cover as far back as I can. Yeah, I'll go there.
Nice. You just peeked out enough to get Yannick in the song.
That was what I tried to do.
Like power chord. And back out.
Because much like Dash, I like Yannick more than he likes me.
Okay. Hemlock.
I will move 60 feet down
working
to get
on it.
towards Yannick.
60 feet down to Yannick.
Do you get your 10 to start with? Is that
Oh, yeah?
Oh, so 70 feet.
What is that ability called?
It's called 10 paces.
10 paces. At the timing, I always forget. Woo. As your first action on your first turn, it's a free action, step 10. Okay, it is.
And what's
on your
my
turn.
what's my distance to the imp in the tower, the closest imp in the tower?
105?
105. What's your range weapon?
My range is 60.
All right, so it'd be a -2 to your chance to hit,
Well, let's give it a go.
plus their bonus for the cover that they're in. He takes a hard shot
27.
and hits.
6 points of piercing or bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Eagle Eye.
Do some damage with a unexpected shot.
Perfect.
Next up is a Wrath Demon, a tall, large, muscular, goat-shaped brute who moves with faster speed than you would expect. He looks a little terrifying as he comes lumbering forward. He is going... charging 90 feet. That is incorrect. That is correct. 90 feet across the bridge that crosses the middle of the river and next to the tower, but hasn't quite made it across. But he's getting within striking distance of the heroes. There is another Wrath demon far to the east who is following suit, and he's trying to make his way to the east side of that bridge, following in suit. We have Dash. Dash is the northmost hero, and all the heroes are on the northwest corner of this river area. What are you doing, Dash?
Dash sees the Wrath Demon charging up to him. How far away is he now as he's gotten a lot closer?
The one closest?
Yeah. 95 feet. Okay. So Dash activates his impulse. Air, dust, everything just kind of powers up and swirls around him, moving Dash a little bit closer. So Dash is going to move forward a good 45 feet. Thank you. And then he's going to fire an elemental blast right at that Wrath Demon coming across. Gonna be rolling. Oh gosh, this is an interesting attack. That is 18 plus 22, 32 to hit.
Ooh. 32 to hit the Wrath Demon?
Yeah.
Is a critical hit.
Okay, I'm gonna blast him with 2 of these plus that one.
While he's doing that calculation, I just want to make sure I have incredible initiative, right?
Yeah, that's factored in. Looking at Thon.
Maxis.
That has happened.
Max.
on a
Oh
number of
my
occasions.
god.
Yeah.
That is 38 point. No, that's not right. Hang on. I was doubling it twice. 18 times 2.
36.
36 points of cold damage.
Okay.
When I take the air, I twirl it so it's not just a sharp blast, but it's a colder blast that goes through and gets an ice shot right in his face.
What attack again?
This is my elemental blast.
What was critical hit?
It was a critical
to
hit,
36.
and I have versatile elements,
You can
so
change it up.
I can change up the damage for my air attack into cold.
36 is a huge blast to this creature. It stumbles down, picks itself back up, and is chilled, and looks like it's barely hanging on to death's door at that moment. So that was a massive attack on it. Nice job. And going back to Thon, you rolled a natural 2 on your initiative, plus 11 is 13 total. Them's the breaks.
You still beat a few of them.
Yep.
Half of them.
I beat everyone who rolled a 1. All right.
Next up are some of these attackers.
Remember, +1 to your AC, buddies.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
important.
definitely.
Save
Thank you.
us.
Start tallying how much you're saving us.
We have 3 attackers in the tower, and they are going to shoot at a couple things. One is going to fire 3 arrow shots at Hemlock from the top of the tower. 25, 16, and 2.
The first one hits.
First one hits. You are pinged for only 6 points of damage.
-1.
3 other shots are fired at Dash. 12, 17, 22.
No. Not with my armor rune.
Oh.
And with the inspiring armor, those all miss.
All right. And then more at not Yannick, Hemlock. 3, 20, 28.
It's 28 hits.
Peppered for 8 points of damage. Just a light hail
So
of
-1
arrows.
is 7.
So 7, right.
41.
Go back. Where is... Okay. From the structure to the south steps out another one of these Achillic archer demons. Steps out to the south, steps into one of these pentagrams, gaining a bonus that powers it up with violence and fires at Yannick, who is the closest. and shoots with a 25 to hit
That will hit.
Dang.
and a 15 to hit.
That will miss.
All right, you are hit for 10 points of piercing damage.
That'll be reduced by 1 due to
The song.
the song.
Nice.
I'll only take 9.
And that's going to subsist through 4 rounds of these guys. That's crazy.
And then last is the Achillic Watcher to the north by you guys, and he is shooting at the archer, Fawn.
Oh, we're gonna
Archer
play.
battle. Archer
Yeah,
battle.
really.
Natural 20 to hit.
Oh, shoot.
Natural 20 to hit. Let's go 3 for 3.
Okay.
Natural 1. What the frick just happened?
I think one of those should counteract.
All
Shoots
right.
the guy next to him. Ah!
You have been hit for, that's, oh my,
He's being played by Robert Redford.
6 points of damage on the critical hit.
So down to 5.
Second one, second source is 10. That didn't turn out too bad at all.
It's been a lot worse.
Comes down to 9.
And then it fires a third time, and its bowstring comes unstrung. It will have to waste an action next turn to restring it quickly. And
Is it
is
critically specialized in any of these?
done.
Do I? Okay.
No. Next up is you, Thon, the ranger in hell.
It was going to be this, and now it's.
Changing angle.
First action is to mark the creature at that range. Second is to take 2 shots at the creature. And we'll roll those first. Bump, bump, bump. And then so it's 9. Nope, let's just leave it at the 1 shot. So it's a mark followed by a 2-action shot.
Oh, so this is an aim
Aimed.
shot for bonus
Yeah.
chance to hit.
That's the one. Let's see. 34.
That's a critical hit.
Nice.
Oh, that does hit.
Yeah.
That is 6, 13, 26, 30 points of damage. And the critical specialization, if he's near a wall, he gets pinned.
No, it can be the ground too, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then he is pinned.
All right, you're aiming ahead. You get shot from back left. You then turn around, aim, let go, and destroy him. He is killed immediately by your shot.
Nice. Nice work.
Good job.
Was that all 3 of your actions?
That's all 3. It's the first one to mark, and then 2 for the
Super shot.
single action.
Hashtag worth it.
Yeah.
An imp to the northeast that is working on some of this, pulling this lava out, screeches loudly, and the other 3 imps in around this river all screech back, and they start to work ever more furiously.
Oh.
As that happens,
There's a lot
I
of
took 10 and 6. I
enemies.
took 9 and 5, so 14 total
a
damage.
stretch demon, a bulbous, strange, again, goaty figure, but a little shorter, much more chubbier, with longish, sloth-like claws. You've seen something like this before attack you on the prairie.
Glob.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
2 of these come running out from behind a pillar, making their way towards you. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, and then this
Are they
one.
called Achillean archers, by the way? Because I really like that name.
No.
Okay.
The archers are called Achillic.
Achillic archers. That is what I wanted to be.
You don't like that one as much, though. I got it.
No, it's good.
No. Start of the round, Galen. You have essentially enemies that are making their way across the bridge, guys shooting from the tower, and you guys still in the northwest quadrant. And we have Derek banking another hero point. He has 2 banked.
You just hold on to those over there, buddy.
They'll become very handy very soon, I'm sure.
Can I line up within 120 feet the Wrath Demon and those in the tower? So can I move south and get a straight line between all of them? And if not, I want the Wrath Demon and 2 of the imps in the tower. Oh, I can get them all. Heck yeah. That's perfect.
It looks like all 4 of the enemies. Yeah.
So I will then do my lightning bolt scroll. So again, I pull the scroll out of the satchel and start reading these occult words. Oh, these are arcane words, I believe.
Try and roll better than 1s and 2s this time.
This is a 4d12 damage spell. Castable to crackling lightning in a straight line 120 feet.
All right. What's the reflex saves they need?
I do not have a reflex save listed for this one. So maybe there is one, but I didn't have it.
21, I believe.
It's going to be your
Is it my
class
DC 21 then? Yeah.
All right. Every single one of the Achillic Watchers in the tower passed. And then the Wrath Demon that was badly hurt critically failed.
Ooh.
So half damage to the guys in the tower, double damage to the Wrath Demon almost across the bridge.
All right, let's hope for some big numbers here. That's mediocre at best. That's 10, 15, and 6 is 21.
Okay.
So 10 and 42.
I take that back. You need to choose if you're attacking the Wrath Demon or the 3 because they are much higher on a vertical plane.
Oh.
They're in a very tall tower. It is not a wall of lightning that's 80 feet tall.
Plane of
Yeah,
lightning.
yeah.
Planetary lightning.
I don't like that those 3 imps in the tower evaded the first time, so I'm gonna fire at them again.
Okay, and so that was 10 points of damage to them.
Yep.
Each. More screeches from the tower as they are just getting lit up.
How far away were they from you?
choose this job?
They were about 100 something from you.
Furthest one is 120 away, I believe.
All right.
1 day from retirement.
Yannick.
hell, man. We all shouldn't be here.
You're short, man. What's the distance south to there's a creature down there. Yeah, what's my distance? That's 90 feet. I'm going to actually go 50 feet south. No, I'm gonna actually head over to the east side towards where those imps are, and keep traveling towards those imps. I am hell bound, so to speak.
Hellbent.
Hell bent.
You're already in hell. You're not
Hellbound.
bound for
Yeah.
hell. You're already
75 feet, though?
Yeah.
All right. Derek's trying to give you lots of bonus movement.
Thank you. That's the extra hero point he's giving me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Perfect.
don't move me back.
There we go.
Oh.
there. Math.
Racing across is Yannick. Then we have Jericho.
Yeah, the first thing. I cannot see anybody from here. All right.
It might be for the best.
I don't see you. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna come. That's Dash. I'm gonna come 15 feet towards Dash. All right. And I'm gonna do a recall knowledge. I want to do on the big guy that's right there. Just kind of figure out what's going on with that guy. What I might be able to learn about him.
The Wrath Demon.
Yeah, because we got another one. He's the biggest guy. It looks like we're facing like what I can perceive, learn,
All right.
know about what he's got
You
going
need
on.
to make a bardic lore roll, please.
All right, I think I'm a plus 8 on that one if I remember, but I'm checking. Yes, plus 8. 20.
20 is a success. Would you like to know its special attack, its armor class, or its best and weakest save?
Best and weakest, please.
Best is Fortitude 12. Weakest, I will also tell you, is Will plus 6.
All right. And then I will continue moving to be just behind and between the two gentlemen in front of me. Yeah, that area there. Yes. So I can support them.
So,
Okay.
in case they attack us in a line, now they have 3 points of
There's
damage.
no one to do that. There's no one in a position to make that
The
attempt.
demons in the tower, they're grouping together.
They're very excited.
Fire grenade arrows.
All right. That was the end of my turn.
It's a trick.
I will let people know. Physically strong, mentally stupid.
Thank you.
It's a Tuesday.
Stop talking about me.
We'll solve our problems later.
Now is not the time for honesty. Hemlock.
What's my distance to that demon? That big demon?
Ooh, in range.
55.
Well, I knew it was within range. Okay, I will reload and fire upon it.
Yes, you will.
Critical.
Critical hit.
Nat 20.
Woo!
goodness.
That's a super critical.
That's not good.
Depends who you ask.
Yeah, we see the near death when you hover on him.
The longer it takes, the higher the
Yeah.
Come back, go. 8.
8.
I just heard cash register sounds in my head.
Ching, ching, ching. 30 points of piercing or bludgeoning damage.
To the near-death wrath demon, you shoot him, and I think I've described this before. I just see those sad World War II documentary films where just some poor trooper just drops, just coldly drops,
Just
nothing
pink,
cinematic,
pink mist.
yeah, just gone. He is obliterated before he got across the
And
bridge,
then I will move.
and was about to go the next turn.
Yeah, that's why I
Mhm.
did it. And then I'll move 30 feet south towards Yannick. And that is it.
Okay. It is the other Wrath Demon's turn, and he is racing across as well. The bridge. He's almost at the place where the other one was, but that's his full turn. It is Dash's turn.
Does he slip in what was his buddy and then gets
The circles that are there,
Carl.
you said those add to our attack ability if we stand inside one of those summoning
Plus
circles?
2, yep.
Okay, great. So Dash is going to move down 30 feet to kind of face this demon that's coming straight at him. And going to wind up and have this huge elemental blast come through as this blast of cold air is forced out at him. And I'm going to attack
'cause he
him
entered
for...
But he changed color?
Yeah.
That's cool.
16 plus 11 plus 2 plus 2. No, 1 plus 1.
1 plus 1 plus 2 plus
31.
31 to hit.
Yeah.
And one more time, the target.
The demon, the Wrath
The
Demon.
new Wrath Demon.
Yeah.
31 to hit is a critical hit. Jesus.
Awesome. Okay.
Give him the old 1-2 again.
So, because I didn't have to activate this time, I'm doing a 2-action. That's a melee. No, that's fine. So I won't add the extra 8. That's not nearly as strong. Oh,
No.
this is not the right dice. Ha ha! Let's roll the actual hit dice. Still not great. 5 plus 4, 9 times 2, 18 points of cold damage.
Okay. You light him up with damage. He makes a guttural, goaty noise of pain.
I will not be able to sleep tonight.
I want that to be an episode title.
Yeah, Derek's typing that out phonetically. It's like Chewbacca climaxing. Do it again, Jeremy. Take that out of
It's
your
more and
memories,
more
damn it.
uncomfortable each time.
Hairball in your mouth. All right.
The goat ball.
Star Wars fans shivering. Oh.
With that said,
Happy Life Day!
storming out of the lava is a swarm of lava worms scuttling far faster than they ever should. And they make their way towards the closest target, which is Dash, and surround you and get all over you. Just swarms and swarms of these hot, blackened lava worms in a large area.
Not great.
They are going to get 2 actions upon you with blazing speed. They are all over you. You need to make a reflex 22 save. Keep in mind you are -2 with the pentagram you are standing on.
Okay, so -1 because of the song that I heard. that I was at. Wow. I rolled a 19 for 31.
That would be -1. I got you.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
Life makes sense. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 19 plus my 13 -1 +1, so 31.
Is
32.
what number is that?
Final answer is
Okay, so hang on. Let me make sure I
31.
got this. So I have 19 plus 13. That's 32.
-2
Minus-
plus
minus
1.
2 plus
so just
1.
-1.
31.
Is a regular success.
Oh, damn.
Almost a critical. You take 12. So you only take 6 points of damage.
Is
But
it what kind of damage is it?
fire damage.
6 points?
6 points. So the
Be a
song
great
doesn't
time to
help
have
with that.
resistance.
And you are the painful bites that surround you give you the sickened 1 condition.
Eee, that's not good.
And then you must do this a second time.
Oh,
22 reflex save.
right now. Okay.
Yes, please.
14 plus 13,
27 minus 1.
26.
Is a success. You take 5 points of fire damage
Ow.
and gain another level of sickened.
Oh, shoot. So there's 2 levels of sickened?
Yes. For those that don't know, sickened is -1 to all your checks and all your DCs, so it's not great. But you can spend an action to make an effort
Vomit.
to get rid of it, the sickness.
So even with the 1 sickened, that actually brought it down 1 more, but I still passed.
Yes.
So it's the same. Okay. Got it. Yowza.
Yes. Okay.
Wins!
Sickened condition. Just double checking that. You take status penalty, blah, blah, blah. You can spend a single action retching and attempt to recover it. Make a fortitude against the DC of the effect. On a success, you reduce it by 1 or 2 on a critical success. I always thought that was guaranteed. It is not.
This is a melee attack, right? They're doing fire damage, but they're crawling all over me?
They are swarming space, swarming bites. Yeah, let's say it is.
So I haven't used this before. I have a reaction called calcifying sand that I want to use real quick. So as they're rolling and attacking me, it says your flesh gives way as if you're struck, becoming coarse sand that can magically turn your enemy into stone. You gain resistance equal to your level to physical damage from the triggering attack, which it didn't. It was fire damage, so that doesn't change. But the attacking creature must attempt a fort save against your class DC, which is 21. Regardless of that result, that creature can't trigger calcifying sand again for 1 hour.
Okay, so this might slow them down.
Might slow them down, correct.
All right.
Which would have happened after the first attack.
33.
Okay, they pass critically, so that's unaffected.
Okay. Done.
That's a lot of reflex save they got. Fort save?
Fort is what I heard. 33
that
is
fort
the
save.
answer.
Damn.
All right. It is time for the Achillic archers. We have 3 that are firing from the tower. They are going to shoot at the closest with they're going to shoot at Dash, Hemlock, and Galen. So Dash is going to be fired at with their longbows. Ooh. With a miss, and a miss. Easily. More arrows come firing. What did I say? At
Dash, Hemlock, and Galen.
Hemlock is a miss, and a miss. And Galen, 23 to hit.
Nope.
And that's it.
It doesn't
Wow.
hit because of the song.
Yeah.
Arrows flying all over out of the movie 300, but not a single one hitting. Oh, I was going to have my guy have to restring his bow,
We will fight in the
but he's
shade.
dead.
You can restring it in hell. Wait a minute.
There is another archer, though, and he's the one in the structure to the south, and he's just going to keep shooting straight through the opening on top of the pentagram. And who is that in his way? Hemlock. So he gets a +2. That is a 19, a critical hit, and then a miss.
You
You've
roll a
been
lot
hit-
of 20s, dude.
I know. Only 12 points of damage to Hemlock.
So that's 11.
Yep.
11. And keep in mind, his AC is -2 if you shoot at him, because he's still on there. All right. We have our ranger, the last hero to go, Thawne,
The last
who has
hero.
not moved
Whoa,
yet.
can't do that. I'm marking the wrath demon that's crossing the bridge
Okay.
at full tilt speed there. And this is the aim shot.
+2.
That is going to be 29 to hit.
He burns a lot of actions to go for single shots, but he gets criticals.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a low AC.
Let's see. 11, 22, 24 points of damage.
Okay.
That's a pretty
And
good
he
hit.
is pinned in his space.
Ooh.
Nice.
A huge shot through his lower jaw area, and he yanks out the arrow and makes a horrible goat squealing, blood curdling sound. or laughter.
You know, he liked it.
And this was the bow weapon specialization, right?
Bow weapon spec, yeah.
Bow weapon critical. It gets, if it's is adjacent to a circle, yeah, as long as it's there. It's immobilized, must interact with an athletics 10 to get free. Okay, cool. Imps. To the northeast, fly off across the river with a strange glowing orb underneath one of them as they are making their way away from the battle scene. They are almost across the river heading towards the northwest. The ones to the south are still doing their work. Oh, a Dretch demon charges across. Let's just bring you boys a little closer. There we go. And with rapid speed, another Dretch demon appears to the south in the structure, comes flopping out, and yells at you, "Glob! Lord commands Glob to kill you!" And Glob, the demon you run into several times before, is here in his homeland, flappily, chubbily, charging towards you, and is going straight with extra movement towards Hemlock.
Whoa.
And he cannot pull that one off, so he is just going to do a normal attack, which is going to be his bite. Yeah, we'll do his bite. 21 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, he swings, commands, and bites and misses. And that is it for all of them. We are back to Galen.
So are these two imps that have flown northwest, are they both carrying like one half of the orb, or are they each carrying a separate orb?
One is the one that's over the lava is carrying one by itself.
Oh, okay. And I saw them fly over there, huh? Okay. I yell over my shoulder, Thawne, we have to stop them from flying away.
I see them.
So with my third scroll of the
But I'm bleeding.
battle, I will cast Translocate for 2 actions and teleport up to 120 feet. So I want to go where I believe I saw the lead imp over the land there.
Okay, for 2 actions, you teleport up to 120 feet.
Yep. So right next to that imp. So I will appear right in front of that imp. And then I will take my 1 action remaining to strike at it.
Okay, I'm going to move you a little south so you have some sort of line of effect to get there.
Holy cow. All right, that's going to be a 30-something to hit.
That is a critical
Yeah.
hit.
Nice.
So 6 and 8 is 14, doubled is 28.
Okay, you cut down that imp instantly.
Nice.
Yannick is next.
That was not the one holding the orb.
What will 25 feet around to the right get me?
Your doom.
Probably. But let's do it.
I said your doom.
And then 25 more feet up to that first imp.
Before you do that, you see that there is movement in the lava around the tower. There's another swarm of.
Lovely. I'm
nasty
gonna head
dudes.
25 feet south. And yeah, go ahead and give me that 5 more feet there to the left-ish, if possible. Yeah. And then Yannick will swipe mightily with his longsword at the imp that he's just coming up to.
Mighty swipe.
And I'm going to use a hero point because that was a 4, and that would be so inauspicious at this stage that it's not worth it.
Can't roll lower than inauspicious.
So that's going to be a 20 to hit.
Yes, that is a hit.
All right. And that has the striking rune, so that's going to be 14 plus 14, 18 points of damage
Nice.
with the longsword.
Destroys the innocent demon imp.
Nice.
You're
It was my
next.
birthday.
The other one screeches angrily at you.
I'm going to heaven.
Next up is not that. It is Hemlock is up next.
I want to do a Rocket Tours reload and try to intimidate
Was that Jericho?
this shit in front of me.
Oh, I skipped
Glob.
Jericho.
Oh,
Hold that thought.
Again, you did that last
I
battle
know.
too.
Sorry, I'm doing some initiative adjustments here. Hold that thought.
yeah.
So sorry.
Him that doesn't like you.
It's everywhere.
Jericho.
All right. I want to head towards Hemlock.
Thank you.
Hey,
So
did you do
30
something with-
feet. Now, how far away am I from him after I go 30 feet? What's my... Oh, look at that. That's 30 feet. That's the range of my spell I was going to cast.
Perfect.
So I'm going to cast a 3rd level Soothe. And you will feel soothed when
We all
I do
have healing
this.
potions too.
In hell.
Feel the soothe of this. Feel this just come. You're going to have soothing
Oh, I'm
feelings.
so ready.
As I just feel, hey, buddy, feel the soothe. 27 points of
Nice.
soothing.
Wow, that is-
Back up to full.
I want to be soothed. Nice.
Stop making that goat sound, then.
Thank you, Jericho.
As I do, though, there's just a little tear, and he just looks up and goes, I love you, Ogiri.
My life is so hard without you.
And keep in mind the coolness. He was able to move, reposition, and heal, and not have to worry about maintaining the song from the huge.
Oh, by the way,
lingering
move that
composition.
down. Two more turns on the song.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
All right, now let's do Hemlock.
Actually, yeah.
Kidding.
So I want to do a Rocket Tours reload and try to intimidate Glob.
Glob? Intimidate Glob?
Oh yeah,
I've killed you before.
Multiple times now.
it's a 22.
26.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay. Well, I'm reloaded, so I will.
He caught your meaning. He just didn't feel it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Doc Holiday with his little cup. I can do it too.
I'm your Dingleberry.
I'm prime.
30 to hit.
That he's not as good against. He may have just been globbed. That is a critical hit.
He just globbed a little bit in his pants.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a shit roll. That is a terrible roll.
40,000 points of damage.
13. It's only 13 points of piercing or bludgeoning damage.
wow.
I think that's your worst critical ever.
I rolled a 3, a 1, and a 1.
What the hell?
Literally.
Glob goes
Catches the bullet.
and looks down, and he has not been gibbed.
Yeah.
Tickles?
And then my final action, I will do a quick draw and draw my secondary pistol which has a phosphorus round loaded.
Oh.
And
Oh, I forgot to mention, Hemlock. Every single creature that's been killed is leaving phosphorus dust behind on the ground.
okay.
Like every single creature
single
we
creature.
killed,
No,
like
just
those
in this
six-
battle.
He's got a wheelbarrow. We're Don't get it close to the lava.
How much can a bag of holding hold?
It's the shop vac that is carrying.
Shit. 33.
This was on Glob again.
Yep.
Is a hit.
Not a critical hit.
Is a critical hit.
It is.
2 criticals.
Yeah, 34. Doesn't matter. That's so much better.
Poor Glob.
39 points of piercing or bludgeoning damage.
What was the previous critical hit?
13.
Holy cow.
Glob's like, triple.
You describe how you take
Oh my
Glob
God.
down, please.
So yeah, my first I pull up and like just wing him, and then this one I just like put right next to his neck, and it just
Nice.
Does not smell good.
nope.
Wow.
Smells like phosphorus.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now I'm psyched.
Charging across the bridge, barely alive as a wrath demon, stepping onto a pentagram and attacking dash.
He's got
dash.
this. His first action is to unpin himself.
Oh,
Yes,
damn
I was going
it.
to say that.
That may save the day. He has been pinned. Good catch. This was a athletics ridiculous low number, but it takes an action is the problem. 19. He rips his foot free, spends 2 actions, and is done.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
is that against my DC or how does that
No,
work?
it's just a default.
It's just a default,
thing,
okay.
That's better.
in
Yeah.
there. That's
That's
a
a
10
lot better.
athletics to pull the missile free. Yep. It's always going to stay 10, always be 10. So it's going to be guaranteed unless they roll natural 1, but it screws them over. Big
Jericho
time.
might struggle with that. Though.
That was really big defensive. So he does not get an attack, a bonus huge attack on you, Dash. And
Monster.
instead it is your turn.
-1. You
The fireworms that are all around me, they're not grappling me. They didn't try to hold me in place. But if I would need to get away from any opportunity, could I step back? Would that be a step action?
You can step, you can move, there's no immobilization of any kind on you with this.
Okay.
They're just all over and you're killing dozens of them as you're trying to bat them off of you.
I'm gonna kill them all a lot faster this time then, because the Archon got right in front of me. So I'm gonna do a lightning dash right through him. As he's charging right up to me, I assume horns down, gutturally screaming at me. I'm
Was that you or was that him?
well, it's a 50-50.
It's both.
Column A, column B.
Well, did you guys harmonize a little bit?
I am then going to dash through them. They'd have a reflex save against. Make sure I'm rolling the right dice here. That's not too bad. Wow. Yeah. That is 21 points of electrical damage.
Reflex save, he rolls a -2 because he's on the thing is a 19.
He fails, so that'll be a full 21 points of electrical to he and to everything else I'm running through as I blast
just
forward
disappears on
down the
ceremonies.
bridge.
He is destroyed. The problem is you're just doing a 30-foot dash?
30-foot dash.
That 30-foot dash is any creature that you run through does not include your current space, which is the edge of these guys.
Oh, so that was kind of the question I was asking. I will step back.
Oh, okay.
Then, because of my air injunction, allows me to do that, putting them in target and then blasting through.
Perfect. All right, so you step back and then you get a backwards running start.
Again, think Sonic the Hedgehog. I roll up and then fire
All
forward.
right, what was the save again?
DC 21.
21 reflex.
Reflex.
25.
So they will take half damage
Okay.
of the 21.
10.
So that's 10.
10, and then they seem to take more damage because they are a swarm.
All right.
Oh, little bits of lightning crackling between the creatures. Yeah.
As they all blast apart.
That's awesome.
And because I'm still here, I am now going to fire a elemental blast straight in front of me down the bridge
At the poor Dretch.
at the poor Dretch who's coming right at me. So let me.
Son of a dretch.
roll
What has
attack.
that dretch ever done to you?
I don't know. I don't want him to do anything to me. 23 to hit.
23 to hit is a hit.
Woo! So he's gonna take. Make sure I get the right dice.
You guys can't see this, but Jeremy has the most confusing collection of dice
Oh, max
of anybody.
damage.
Yeah, so that is doesn't have any extra bonuses for that, so that'll be 12 points of cold damage.
Cold damage,
Nice.
double checking. Okay, you hit him and blast him, and he takes that damage. Nice. It is the swarm's turn now. The swarm continues its run over to Jericho, and all the lava worms start swarming over you, Jericho. They twice bite at you. You need to make reflex 22.
I will, because it's the thing I always do when someone attacks me who I have never harmed. Use my reaction of an empathetic plea against them.
Okay.
Puppy dog eyes.
My puppy dog eyes.
Puppy dog eyes, Jericho. Well, you don't want to eat little old me.
Yeah, and I will attempt a diplomacy check against their will DC.
All right, you fail. They are resistant to all mental effects. They are just little worms.
That kind of makes sense, actually. I'm gonna roll anyway, just because I want to feel if I feel
Sure.
successful. I feel 25. That was pretty
That's
good.
Pleading. All right,
good.
If
reflex
you could
22.
understand me, you would totally not be hurting me right now.
Yeah.
Reflex 22.
Reflex 22.
Oh,
They're biting
okay.
at you.
You're gonna make me roll?
Yes.
I'm immune to. Okay, I'm kidding. I fail 18.
Okay. And you also have a +1.
19.
Okay. And Dash, don't forget, you're still sickened too with all that stuff you were doing.
Right.
Yeah, okay, right there.
Is
So 19.
Jericho in the rune?
No.
Nope.
No.
Which would be bad for him anyways, because he would have negative defense.
You take 8 fire damage and gain sickened 1.
8. Okay.
And then they bite at
what
you
the-
again. Reflex 22.
Fail again.
16 points of fire damage. You are sickened 2 now.
Okay.
As they close in around your mouth.
Ugh.
Gross.
While that's happening, arrows come peppering down upon 1, 2. Now they're all going to fire down at Dash.
No.
26, 18, 5.
26 hits.
25, 17, 15.
25 hits.
26 is a hit. So 1 hit from each of the 3 guys. Normal hits, though. 8 points of damage, 9 points of damage, 7. 8. So 7, 8, 9.
Oh,
15.
ow.
Okay, so that's 24 minus 3 will be total of 21.
Shoo, shoo, shoo. You're getting a little too close to the tower.
Okay.
Ow, ow, ow. So I'm down to half now, right?
Gotcha.
Okay, got it.
And there is one more who is down south in the structure. He is still on that pentagram hemlock and has you dead to rights. Is going to shoot again. 18. 24?
Nope.
Really?
Oh shit, that's my AC. Yeah.
Okay.
24 hits.
24 with the song.
Yeah.
9 points of piercing. Shoo. And then it is, speaking of arrows, Fawn's turn.
Is the song concluding this turn?
No.
No.
All right.
It's got one more.
If able, can I see my
No, you already
location,
turned
if
it
you
down,
don't mind?
so not until your next round do you need to turn it down again, right? Because you went from
Correct.
3 to 2. Yeah.
I
So
did that because I got
Finally.
attacked, not because I had a turn.
There is word of an imp off in that direction somewhere. I cannot see.
Behind
in
that
front of
pillar.
Galen. Oh, is it really on the other side of the pillar?
Yeah.
It's got to be
Yep.
right on the other side.
I
No.
need to move. And I will do so. Diagonally so. 35 feet? 35 feet?
Your movement's 35?
35.
I don't have that on there. I got to change that. All right.
He's an elf.
I'm going to double check. 35. 35.
Wow, that's nice.
Did nothing.
Did nothing. I
Another 35
run
will get you
further.
in there.
Yeah, onto the rune. We'll increase the angle there. There we go.
There's an imp.
And I will attack. Boom, boom, boom. That is a 25 to hit.
Did you add the 2 for being on the room?
27. 28.
What?
Nope, that's
No.
defense.
That's
Oh,
defense.
sorry.
Yeah.
27.
Is a critical hit.
Nice.
You
So
need,
good.
You need to do
Oh,
13
shit.
points of damage to kill it.
Come on.
Interesting.
How do you get 12 and a half?
I have surpassed that. I have 16, 19 total damage.
19 is a
19.
kill. And Derek, I fixed his movement, so it should reflect correctly on there. You fire your arrow straight and true. It hits and goes straight through the head of the small demon imp that is just over the lava, and then it squawks real fast. Rah! And then splashes down, dropping the lava moat it was carrying, and it disappears. All its hard work dropped down and splashed into the lava. And if you want to know how sad that is when I'm mentioning that, the chat is just full of how you guys are attacking the poor imps that are just minding their own business, kind of unionizing and trying to live their own lives. So that's why I'm feeling
Just
a little
call us
down.
the Pinkertons.
House elves.
All right, Hoffa, your turn.
All right. There is another. There's another elf.
Imp?
Another imp.
Another imp. Sorry, another imp.
Being stared down by
And
Yannick.
it is so freaking close. It's going to roll really 50-50. Even it's ready. 9. It needs another turn to complete because its buddy is
perfect.
down.
Poor
And
guy.
it just gets the moat completed and it starts to flap its wings, but it's done.
But it looks up and sees Yannick.
Slowly walking towards it.
Look of pride in its eye. I finally got it. It's a perfect mode.
It doesn't even recognize him as an enemy. It just, look what I made.
Yannick is painting walls.
All right. From there, yeah. The Dretch that is close to you, who I've renamed, given a new name of Nuklob, he comes running over to you, Dash, gets right in front of your face, and instead of attacking, weaves magic and screeches at you, and you have to resist fear.
Oh, no.
It's not that hard, though. Will's 16, and you're fine.
Okay, so I'm a -2 because I'm sickened for my save.
+1.
+1. Oh, and I rolled a 2. I'm going to use my hero point on this save. Oh,
Derek is
gonna
going to give you
win.
one of his bonus hero points.
Give me the hero point to re-roll this one. Here we go. Don't make Derek upset. 2. That was close. So, -2 +1. So that is a 17.
Okay, you succeed. You gain the frightened one condition.
Ooh, and sickened 1. All right, so sickened 2, frightened 1. Let me just stack these up here.
And frightened will go away automatically at the end of your next turn. Sickened, you have to take actions to get rid of.
Frightened 1 again is a negative to DCs and checks.
But is it the same circumstances? Because they
it's a
won't
status
stack.
penalty.
They're both status
Yeah.
penalties.
Yeah, so they don't stack.
Yep,
right?
that's
So-
true.
Take the highest.
Condition, you take a status penalty equal to the value of all your checks and DCs.
Okay.
Take
Stand
the good with
by.
the bad on the status.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take it all, and here you have a
The
fight.
DCs affect others' saves against my DC as well, right? My DC for my spell attacks
Yeah,
is
everything.
lowered.
Everything. And your armor class and everything.
Yeah.
Sickened is the same thing. Status equal to all your checks and DC. So they are the same. It's just how do you get rid of them. So that didn't affect you too much. You're good. Okay. There is 2 more. There are 2 more, and they have above average speed. Oh, no. Well, they don't know this. They charge in a straight line and are in almost a 1, 2, 3 in a straight line on the bridge right next to Dash, who's known for his straight lines in multiple ways.
Well, they're excited.
It is Galen's turn. Where the hell are you, Galen?
Way north.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So let's see 50 feet of movement south.
Derek puts you
drug him right into the lava.
straight south of the lava.
Uh,
Too late.
I will stop there and use my exploit vulnerability. So I will, using my occult powers, I peer into the hearts of these glob demons to try to ascertain their weaknesses.
All right. Got it. Go for it.
That's a 20.
That is a success. You have exploited their vulnerability, which is what? You learn all of the creature. No, that's a success. You learn its highest weakness, but not its other weaknesses. Resistance. Okay. This was this guy. Highest weakness is Holy 3.
Holy 3. And my weapon becomes now empowered to do that type of damage.
Great.
So cool.
And his amulet can defend against that specific dude, which is pretty cool. And which dude did you select?
I'm going to do nothing's in range of me for the abeyance yet, so I will do the one at the back.
In the back, okay.
Yeah.
Done. Next up is Yannick.
Yannick will step to the imp and will swipe mightily with his long sword, and I rolled a 2. So,
Well, you stepped mightily.
all right, thank you.
Derek has offered up his last hero
Love
point.
that. So instead, it'll be a 18 to hit.
18 to hit that creature is a hit.
Nice.
And then that is going to be...
You need to do 13 points of damage.
Yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Because of the striking rune with the longsword, I get the extra plus the extra die. So
Yeah.
13. So that's my second action as I drop it. What happens to the moat?
The moat drops to the ground and starts to roll off the cliff edge into the lava.
All right, very good. And I will head... It looked like there might be a passageway through that little structure there. Yep, I will head there and then 5 feet to the left if I can, if that will allow me. And as I turn around for the first time, thinking that everybody would have tactically heard me, I'm like, oh, okay.
Tried.
I guess I'm down here by myself. It's fine.
Outta here.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Why you always running off by yourself?
Jericho, why did you follow
You
me?
don't know how dangerous that is?
All right, Jericho, it is your turn on more than one level, and you have these lava guys, lava worms.
How far is it to the dudes on the tower from me? All right, so question. If I were to shoot a zip-a-zap to the guys up there, would that hit the little dudes floating around me too?
What's a zip zap?
An inner radiance torrent, which is like a line of effect, and I got this cloud of bad guys around me.
From where you're at, I'm going to say no due to the angle. They're very low, and you're aiming super
I mean,
high.
but they're all over them.
Yeah,
I got this
And
cloud
he's
all
very
around
low
me. I'm
as
like
well.
trying to
No,
shoot.
that I buy.
Yeah.
I like
Really tall.
the gnome. That racism I apply against you constantly is now in your favor for once. Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna fire.
you're eye level with the mound of worms.
I will fire a 3-action inner radiance torrent, which makes it 120 feet. And so hitting the cloud around me and all 3 of the guys in the tower. So they need to make a DC 21 basic reflex.
Okay.
They nailed
And I
the
also
reflexes
just want to
against
make sure
me.
you're aware that you possess the Ring of the Ram as well. I just want to make you aware.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what it's going to do. A
pile of
cloud of
worms. I
guys.
just-
huh?
And describe what this spell looks like.
All right. So in this one where I almost need a ball of energy between my hands,
Worms keep getting caught
and
in it.
then for the full, for like 5 seconds, at the last second, I manifest it out very much as if I'm in an anime.
How do you?
Yes, and fire that out, and it fires this beam of crackling energy that travels out in a straight line. And
All right. Two of the Achillic watchers in the tower fail. One succeeds. The swarm succeeds.
Alrighty. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage.
9 total.
9 total.
Please drop one of them at
Amen
least.
kwai kunendeo. Hiya.
You kill one of the watchers.
Nice.
You see him leaning out, and then he drops, hanging in the window. His bow tumbles 100 feet down into the lava. Half wounds another one, and then it was 9 was the base.
Yes, 9.
Hurts another one. And then it was half of that to the lava swarm. It was barely affected by that. Correct.
Force damage.
Force damage. Got it. Okay. That is looking like a fetchling gunslinger's turn by the name of Hemlock.
Whoa. Jericho, my bullets aren't going to do anything to those worms. I apologize.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
What's my distance to that archer to the south?
70.
That's bullshit.
Out of range is what we just said.
Yes, exactly. I will move 10 feet south.
It's just a -2, right?
It's still.
He's got a -2 for being in the thing.
Oh, that's
So it's
true.
even.
Yeah, leave me where I was. Sorry. I'm gonna holster Thunderbolt, my offhand gun, and reload lightning and shoot at that fella.
Okay.
26 to hit.
26 to hit him is a hit.
Nice.
And he's -2 because he's in the thing.
Is a hit.
6 points of piercing or bludgeoning.
Okay. You wing him and do some damage.
Okay.
That is
That's
yep.
it.
That's good. Okay. It is Dash's turn. You're on a bridge with 3 dretches almost in a line in front of you. Archer's still close too.
How far is it across the last dredge? Is that 30 feet exactly?
Are
Oh.
35.
So I'd land on him if I was doing my 30-foot line, which I can't. I was afraid of that. So first thing I'm going to do is try to retch up the sickened feeling from those stupid worm bites. So I'm going to take an action to do that. It's a 42 save against the DC of the effect that made
22.
you sick. Oh, all right.
So do you hold the inevitable effluence in your cheeks?
Well, it's the most useful way because you don't want to lose moisture.
Okay,
right?
all
You
right.
got to keep it all in. So I do a 28.
28.
And keep
Lava
it in
worms come squirting out of his cheek pouches.
So you're down
One out of the nose.
second one.
Take some dewormer.
And
He has a very political stance on that, actually.
I then will sweep my hands around in kind of a large air cartwheel, wushu style, and throw an aerial boomerang
Aerial boomerang.
straight through all 3 of the glob, the second glob, and the glob last.
Glob light.
And that
Well,
goes how far?
It is a 60-foot line.
Okay.
And I'd love to get the
And that's
archers
gonna
involved
come
as well. I want to
back.
go through all of them. Correct.
All 3.
Oh.
And they're making reflex saves.
They are.
These dumpy guys are making reflex saves.
DC 20.
All right. Pass, fail on the farthest guy.
4, 8, 9, plus 3 is 12 points of slashing damage.
All right. 6, 12, you said?
Correct.
And all 12 to the guy in the rear.
And then I will use the air that I just generated out and slide myself down 15 feet off the corner of the bridge towards the edge. Yep. Not into the sphere, Derek. Thanks.
pentagram?
Not quite into that. But we'll go right down to the edge there.
And why is this effect there?
This is my aerial junctions. If I do a 2-action attack, no, it's right. If I have a 2-action attack, I always get to move half my speed or take a step.
Perfect. Yeah, he had a choice between diversifying or really becoming good at one particular thing. Gives him flexibility. Sweet. All right, speaking of sweet, it's lava worm time.
Woo!
Where is Jericho at?
The big blue circle.
He's right there. Oh, then they have no need to move away. And they are going to chomp, chomp, chomp. Correct. And this is not considered an attack, so it's the flat 22, 22, 22 every single time. Just
Sweet.
endless swarms.
Oh, I just roll stuff?
Reflex 22.
Reflex.
Keep in mind your sickened level.
So subtract 2, add 1. So I'm subtracting 1 from this.
Yep.
Well, so, would you said reflex?
Yes.
So I'm just only adding 10. I'll just do the math easy. 29.
Is a success. You take 4 points of
Minus 1 is 3.
fire damage, not -1.
Oh, okay.
4 points.
So, okay. Gotcha.
Next swarm.
I fail.
Okay, they swarm into your mouth like Neo in the mirror scene.
Don't let him go in your mouth.
10 points of fire. You gain sickened 1 again.
Okay.
And now +9 to your roll for the third one.
Okay. Natural 20.
Whoa!
So 29.
You
He
take,
realizes he can chew.
Oh, my mama made something like this.
Spicy.
you take no damage and
Cheetos.
remove the last sickened 1.
Nice.
All right.
Well done.
All right, that's not so bad. I have some hit points left.
We have some archers firing. They are going to fire down upon Dash, who just wounded them. With a miss, miss, and a miss, and a miss, miss. Critical hits. Just as he's almost getting away from them. Only 14 points of piercing. to
13.
Dash. 13. Shunk. And Dash, you lost that frightened. It ended at the end of your
Okay.
round.
Ow.
Gone.
I want to look at the hit point sheet.
Too bad.
From where I'm at. I'm there.
Your spell ended.
God, what a
Well,
terrible
no.
placement.
End of your turn. I'm sorry.
Due south, full movement, 35. Perfect. What is my range to the tower?
110.
Perfect.
110, 115.
I will shoot 2 times and then 2 times.
What? Describe, what the hell? What are you talking about?
Actually, I will shoot. No, yeah, it's
That doesn't seem possible. It seems magical. What are you talking about?
yeah, it is magical.
What are you, an
I will
elf?
shoot 2 times. Yes, what am I now?
What is
An elf ranger?
I'm shooting
What are
2
you?
times.
Just 2 regular attacks?
Regular attacks.
And you're within range of your weapon?
By 10 feet.
It's 120? That is perfect.
Half
and
the
then
bar
you,
shot.
you get +2 for being on a pentagram.
Fantastic.
They also have covers, so good luck.
Yes. First shot is 21 plus 2
Song.
Nope.
Okay.
is
Defensive.
23 to hit.
Is a hit.
We're so used
Next
to it being
attack.
the offensive one.
So I made it red.
Is 33.
Is a critical hit.
Nice.
First roll is a non-critical.
So only 11.
4 points of damage.
Oh, he still lives. Exploded, lightning, all sorts of stuff.
It's not so bad, Ben. And then this
I'm going
is 5, 13, 26, 29
Jesus.
points of damage.
Ben?
Yeah, he's on the beach of Omaha. He grabs the guy. Tell him we're coming in. No. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Tell him. There's a hole in the guy's head. Oh,
Get up.
gone. There's only one left in that tower. We have some dretches coming in.
Yep.
One comes running over and steps on the pentagram and casts a spell again upon you, Dash. A different one this time, though.
I don't like it.
You feel your quick feet slowing down. You must make a resist a slow spell, and the DC is increased because where he's standing on the pentagram. An 18 fortitude. Keep in mind your sickened 1, I believe you have.
Right. That is a 19 fortitude.
Okay,
Save.
you are slowed 1 for your next round. You will lose 1 action on your next round.
But I need that.
The next dretch has 30. I'm giving them. He comes running over and just claws.
How much did you
Where
take?
is he at? Oop, wrong one.
Did not take damage.
Okay.
I saved it. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I take damage on that one?
Nope.
He just slowed. It was just a slowed spell.
Nope. Just claws. There he is. With an 18 to hit.
No.
-1 the second, not enough. And he misses with a second attack. The third one gets close, and you feel a spell affect you. You must make another fortitude, only 16 to not be slowed again.
Okay. I succeed by a lot.
How much?
18 plus 13, 31.
You completely resist the slow spell in all its forms. And it is Galen's turn.
What is 50 feet to the southwest, please?
For 400.
Oh, I don't even need that. Yeah, just get me right behind the marked one. Yep, that I have my my exploit vulnerability on. So I will just run up behind it and take a big whack with my sword.
That's synergy right there. I was trying to bring him off the bridge for you.
Yeah, buddy. All right, so. It hits, but I kind of want to. I'm going to use my hero point.
So he hit, but he's looking for something better.
How'd you do?
Worse.
Oh, no.
That's a natural 1 on the reroll.
That's worse.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What was your first roll that you re-rolled it for?
7. It was like I would have hit for like a 21 or something
You
like that.
would've hit.
startle the Dretch, which reaches around and slaps you and knocks you back several feet off the edge of the bridge. Make a reflex save to grab the edge.
That is an 18.
Is a miss. And Galen slides down the ledge and falls into the lava.
I do have, I don't know if this matters.
What do you got?
But I do have because of my success against this creature on the exploit vulnerability, I have a bonus to saves against the target's next attack and effect.
You also have a bonus to the saving throw due to this.
Oh,
spell.
bonus to the saving throw. That's right. So that would have been a 19 on that roll.
That one does not apply because the effect was him just falling. That was the only roll you made. So
Got it.
unfortunately, it does not apply.
One attack. It was your one.
You fall and slip, and you're kind of doing a. I know this is bad, and I shouldn't be smiling, but the freaking Anakin slowly. You're not fully in, but it's not good. You take 26 fire damage.
Holy crap.
Let's just say you don't have the high ground.
Yeah,
26.
26, and you are not in a good position. You can't just run out. You will have to try and climb out successfully, or take it again next round.
Yeah.
That is the situation.
Lesson learned. Don't re-roll that shit.
Yeah.
All right, Yannick. You hear screaming to the north.
Yeah. So Yannick will head into that passageway. Probably, I don't know how far
require
that is,
assistance.
but locking in there 25 feet, and he will swipe with the longsword. Rolled
The poor kill it guy.
Yeah, I rolled 19 on the die plus 13, so 29, 30, 31, 32.
He never saw you. It's a critical hit.
32, I rolled 7 and 4, so 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 4, 15, 30
And
points
you
of damage.
destroy him from behind.
And then, nice, and then I will travel up and out through the pentagram place there, another 25 feet to end my turn.
All right.
So just kind of cleaved through him and heading back towards the rest of the group.
Okay, Jericho.
How far is it from me to Galen?
It's 5 worms.
Do you still need your mirrors implement?
All right, I'm going to go 30 feet towards Galen.
So I'll ask again. Do you still need?
And then I'm going to cast Friend Fetch.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah. I shoot out ephemeral telekinetic strands. So as I go, my hands come out with all of my fingers, and as they do, these faint strands of telekinetic power come out and reach out, almost like my fingers extending,
Like worms.
and they grab out.
No, get him off!
Just faint strands of almost barely seen ephemeral
Pulling him through
strands of light.
semi-molten rock.
And they reach out and they grab him and then just pull him right back.
I knew I was his
And he
friend.
comes and he stops right in front of me.
What was this called again?
Friend fetch.
I can't find this one in here. Is it a spell?
You shoot out ephemeral telekinetic strands that drag each target
There it
directly
is.
toward you,
One word,
stopping.
one word.
One word.
Gotcha. Friend fetch, 30 feet. Blah, 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 towards you. Okay, perfect.
That was awesome.
Nice.
Great move.
I'm still screaming.
That is
I
great.
don't imagine
I got you.
lava washes out too well.
No.
All right. I think we have Hemlock.
That was my
Yep.
turn.
You just keep shooting at the person to the south.
There's a guy coming from the south. Wearing armor.
Yannick, he's coming from the south. Help!
It's me.
I want to move within 30 feet of Glob there. One of the Globs. No, just within 30 feet. So probably 10 feet. Yeah, I want to. Right there. That's good. And I'm going to do another Rockin' Tours reload to intimidate this
Okay.
fella.
Willpower.
It's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Does that hit?
Oh, you roll it to
I rolled the
intimidate.
intimidation, yeah.
Natural 20 is really bad for him.
Mhm.
Intimidation. Okay.
And then I will reload and fire upon him.
It's not intimidate. What is it called? What's the action?
Demoralize.
Thank you.
Demoralize, sorry. Yeah. And a 31 to hit.
Critical success is frightened 2 on that guy, and then you shoot him.
31 to
Is
hit.
a critical hit.
Nice.
Before I add that condition, let's see what what you do.
Oh boy.
27 piercing or bludgeoning.
All right, he is badly wounded and now frightened 2.
Perfect.
And he's got something floating around him now.
That's his frightened condition.
Cool.
It's little ghosts.
That is really slick.
Yeah, that's
Dash.
awesome.
Dash is a little slower, but seeing that there's a bullet that just came right by, and that Galen is up out of the fire pits, Dash is going to take one of his actions. He's going to move back.
One of his 2 actions.
One of his 2 actions to move back towards the other side of the imp that was just shot. So away from the lava and what appears to be lava worms on the edge there, and go into the middle of the pentagram. So one more up, Derek, just in the northwest. Perfect. And right there, I'm going to do a little whistle and recall my boomerang straight to me.
You're going to hit 2 of those guys
Is there a way I can get all 3?
to there.
Yep, do that.
Oh, you perfectly fall back. If you move him west one more space, the boomerang falls back and hits.
And it looks like
1,
2
2,
of them
3.
get a -2 to their reflex save as well.
Right, I'm roll. This is reflex.
Correct.
I'm rolling left to right. A 2.
Critical
What
fail.
the hell? Oh, because he's also frightened. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What? A 4?
Critical fail.
What?
That makes up for the 20s you
And
were
then a
rolling earlier.
9.
Also a critical fail,
Whoa!
even with my second condition. So my roll was
Wow.
6, 10, 14 times 2 is 28 points
Oh!
of slashing damage for everyone that critically failed.
That's
my boomerang.
84 total points of damage on that.
That's awesome.
That is a triple kill. The biggest we have seen.
Yes!
All three.
I think that's the
Holy
best
And we
single.
all turn and
moly.
look at the one imp in the tower.
And the worms.
Oh,
Yeah, the worms are going to be.
It's a bunch of
Wow.
worms.
Boomerang
Yeah.
is gone, right? Or do you?
Boomerang is gone. I brought it back and
Nice.
dissipated it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm not slowed anymore, you motherfuckers.
All right, the worms go and they charge over to Galen and Jericho.
Yep.
They are slower now, so it took them 2 actions to get there. They only get 1 attack. Both of you need to make reflex saves. 22.
Oh, are the worms cooling down?
I rolled a natural 17, so I got at least the +5, so I succeed.
You succeed. You take 5 points of fire damage.
I take 5.
I failed.
Failed. Galen just getting the short straw. 12 points of fire for Galen, and enjoy sickened 1 with Dash, who's been having it the whole time. And speaking of Dash, the second group of lava worms that's been slowly making its way across the lava crawls out. It also takes 2 actions to climb up to get you, so 1 basic reflex save, 22. Keep your sickened in mind.
12 and 13 is 25.
Okay, you take half, 6 points of fire damage.
I'm feeling a little shaken, guys. I'm a little wobbly.
A shot is fired at Jericho, 3 of them from the tower, the last surviving Achillic archer. 3 arrows, a miss, and you guys have been dodging these all, and a critical hit on Jericho on the final one.
Jeez.
Actually, I have a reaction. Oh no, I have taken the hostile action against.
Can you see me down here? I have big eyes and it's trembling.
I cannot use that ability against him because I have taken the hostile action against that gentleman.
Okay. Oh, did I do that?
It's just a little pee-pee in my pants.
18 points of piercing damage.
I'm
from that
fine. I'm
shot.
fine. Everything's fine.
What's your hit points at?
2.
What?
You're the healer.
Oh my god. Gone.
All right.
We're taking arrows.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not like big heavy hitters from the tower. They're just annoying as all hell.
Annoying indeed.
They kept making all those freaking reflex saves against me.
Yeah. Right off the bat.
The guy on the tower is marked, and I'm taking my shot. That is 21 to hit.
Was this a +2 or a regular shot?
Oh, it's a +2, 23 to hit. 23 to hit.
23 to hit is a hit.
Fantastic. That goes away.
This guy's got to be pretty damn
Please
close
mark him.
to dead.
6
Oh.
damage. 6 damage.
That's
Oh,
not a
man.
lot. He only had 6 remaining. The last
I do
archer.
just enough.
Wow.
It's a slow flight too. It's just no.
There are no demons in the tower. It's just these swarming guys, and we are at Galen.
Don't forget,
All right.
y'all have potions.
I'm really pissed. Except for those of
Reminds
us
me
who
of
are
the
sickened and
Just
can't
heard about
ingest anything. Yeah.
You can still ingest. You can still take healing
You can?
potions.
It says
Yes,
you can't willingly ingest anything, including potions.
If you're sickened, it's
Oh.
because of the sickness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Disregard.
Bullshit.
Are you throwing up or what are you doing?
What I am doing is I am
Killing
doing exploit vulnerability on this mass of worms in front of me. And that's a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
Some good rolls.
That's really good.
I'd
Critical
rather have that on an
success.
attack.
You learn all resistances, weaknesses, and immunities. Get out a freaking pad of paper with these guys. Holy
Just
cow.
tell me the highest weakness.
No, I'm telling you
No,
everything.
he's telling you everything.
You earned it.
Weakness to area damage, splash 4. Weakness to water 8. Resistant to bludgeoning 4. Piercing 8. Slashing 8. Immune to fire, grab, precision, prone, restrain, and they mind mental stuff.
So a watery shimmer appears around my sword.
Oh.
And with that knowledge, I will strike.
Did you say resistant to slashing or
Slashing, but he's changing it to water.
got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Hitting him with a water.
I'm giving
balloon.
you that blue mark to show that that's your dude. All right.
Yarp. Okay.
Super soaker.
So that is a 22-21. That is 21.
21 is.
But you're also in the pentagram. Did you add 2?
I did not. So that's a 23.
Is a hit.
Okay. And that does 11 plus 8 is 19 plus the weakness.
Okay. That's water is what you did.
Yep.
That was water 8. So 27 points of damage.
Yarp.
What's the? It's all water. How does that work again?
Picture the guy who makes the sword out of water, out of balloons, but then filled with water. So it's a big water balloon,
Just
but
limp.
but an animal,
So
but a
heavy.
balloon animal.
No, it adds that weakness onto it. We've had this discussion before.
Okay.
So what is the normal damage type that you do?
Slashing.
Slashing. Okay, so that is -8. So those cancel each other out. So you are essentially not penalized for using a slashing weapon against these guys because you're countering with the water. So that was the base number, which was 19, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
Okay. It takes a big hit, which it shouldn't be doing, which is nice. Anything else?
I have one more action left, so I'll strike again.
Okay.
Oh, you smacked it.
No, I critically failed.
With a critical fail, you are startled as one gets around your eyes, and you step back 5 feet and slip off the edge. And you need to make a grab the edge roll, please.
This is a reflex.
Reflex save 20.
It's a 28.
Okay, and you hold on to the edge. You will need to spend an action to get up on your next turn.
Not again.
Yannick.
I am assuming probably have to head 75 feet north. What is
That's what you get for thawing.
how many hit points does the Hemlock have? He's fine.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna head full 75 feet up, and I'm gonna get up against one of these. Actually, I'm gonna stay there, and I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay.
Wait, the area of effect that won't have an impact with the shield. So I am actually gonna get just south of the worms, so that basically trying to prevent them from being both in Dash's space, my space, and
So you guys need to
Hemlock
not be
space.
touching is the goal.
Yeah. Just the tips.
So where do you want to be?
If I can get to the southeast by 5 more feet, that would be where I would want to be.
That would be off into the lava cliff.
Okay. And that's 15. So I'm going to head up actually in between the two. So I'll just not be against either of them and be up there.
That's going to be too far.
More to the left of the pentagram. There we go. Yep.
Up
And
there,
then,
over there? Okay,
yep.
great.
If I can get up five more feet, that would be ideal. But if that's where I am, that's where I am.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, lots of running. You're now with the group, though. And Jericho,
I'm so tired.
you are standing amidst all these guys. You have 2 hit points.
Yep. I sure do.
They're
I
moving
sure do.
slower, by the by.
Galen, did you learn their AC? What their AC is, or was it just weaknesses and
Okay.
resistances?
No, yeah,
Okay.
do not get the AC.
I'm going
Easy
to
to
move 30 feet due to the left to the west.
All right, you're out of the pentagram.
Yeah, I am. And I'm going to attempt to barf.
Okay. 22 fortitude.
Good luck with your barf.
Sniples, 22. That's more.
Just
than I
use
thought.
the fist.
It's more than I thought it was.
Start fisting
She
yourself.
said.
Do I have a minus though because of my sickness condition?
Oddly enough, yes. Which means there can be a point of no return with sickness.
So I missed by 1.
Did you?
I rolled a
No, that's
12.
off
I have a
now,
plus 10, minus 2, plus 1.
What about with your inspire? Is your inspire defense done?
Well, at the end of my turn, yes, it is.
So wouldn't that add one though?
Did you add that one and you
Saving
still went
throw?
off?
I rolled a 12.
Uh-huh.
I have a plus 10. Gives me
Right,
22.
22.
I'm sick in 2. That lowers it to a 20. This gives me a plus 1 to 21.
21. You
Dang.
have failed. You have
Another
another
one.
action remaining.
I will attempt one more attempt at barfing.
Okay.
And another Hero.
Assist.
There you go.
I succeed. I roll a natural 17.
Okay, you have lost your
Second one.
second condition.
Well, I was one of the two, right?
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm second one.
Okay.
All right, that is my turn.
Heroic vomiting complete. It is the gunslinger's turn, who loves shooting individual worms. Swarms.
You need some area of effect bullets.
That'd be nice.
Have you tried belly flopping?
Don't you have a healing bullet?
1d4.
I mean,
Something.
for somebody that has 2 hit points.
I'll move
won't
30
make a
feet
difference.
to the
Only
west.
if I go down.
Yeah.
Scattering.
I don't want to get anywhere near those things. And I will reload and use a life bullet and shoot my good friend Jericho.
It's better this way.
Well, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh my god, I want that to play so bad.
Oh crap! A real bullet.
Shoot, am I on the set
It's
of
Alec Baldwin.
No.
25.
That hits me.
All right.
Okay.
Barely.
A
I
big,
love that you have to bypass his AC.
big
That's
heal here
amazing.
of 2.
You know what? That doubles.
Ow!
That
Doubles
doubles.
is no, but you have to take the damage first. It's like risky surgery. Okay. Is that it for you?
Yep.
Dash, you are amongst some of these swarms as well.
Dash is going to he's gonna bend himself down to try to get to the ground and just have all the worms kind of like crawl up and over him and just kind of get buried with all these little worms. And then you hear a as a rumbling happens underneath, and I create a tremor all around me in a huge area of effect.
What's that? That's a burst?
It is a burst
How
effect.
big of a burst template is
10
Derek going to need to
feet.
make? 10 feet.
And if I can get it in between the 2 worms to get them both hit with this, that would be super cool. I can do it within 30 feet of me.
So that's a circle 10 foot or 15?
10-foot circle.
Yes,
and
you
confirm.
can.
10-foot burst
Okay.
within 30 feet.
That's a circle. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah.
And just right in between the 2 swarms to make sure they both get just
There you go.
dominated by this.
Perfect.
All right. So they have a DC 20 because
What save?
fort save
Fort.
for this one.
Whoosh.
That's a 9. That's rad.
That's a fail on both.
Okay, so they will take full amounts of bludgeoning damage, which is 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
16, and this is an area, so they take additional damage.
Oh.
And bludgeoning it hurts them too, right? That's not like the slashing.
Bludgeoning is less damage.
Oh shoot! What if it's different?
How kind of different?
Oh, I just wanted to make it different. It's still bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
It's what it is. But did they critically fail at all? They just normal fail.
Normal fail.
So the whole area is difficult terrain. I don't know if that affects them at all. They can't really be knocked prone, I don't think.
It's the worm.
Although the
knocked
warm
prone.
bellies are up in the air.
Yeah, they have. It was one of the immunities I called out. They cannot be knocked prone. Right.
And are they also resistant to piercing damage because they're a swarm?
Oh, I can't remember.
Okay, that's fair. I'm going to do my final elemental blast right on the swarm that's still around me, and I'm going to hit them for 25.
25 to hit is a hit.
All right. And they will take, Mermaid says, 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Of bludgeoning. They don't take as much as you were expecting, but they do take some damage. Are you done?
Yes. I could make that piercing damage. Does that change anything?
You tell me
I'm
what
going to
you
turn
want
it
to
into piercing damage this time.
All right. They take even less damage.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think it's -4 for bludgeoning, -8 for piercing.
I should have known.
You've been hanging around the sailors.
Pay
too much.
attention next time.
Like off the edge of the bank of the lava river, you just hear.
Piercing's bad. Piercing's bad.
Just die, you stupid worms!
They attack you. You did not move. They are getting triple swarming bites attacks on you.
That doesn't sound right.
Reflex. Are you still sickened?
I'm sick in one because I didn't try to puke it up.
All right. Reflex 22.
And I believe the song is over.
Song is over.
Oh, I do have one hero point left. I'm going to use it because I only rolled a 3. I don't need to roll much, but a 3 is too low. Oh, there we go. 25.
25. You take 7 points of fire and do it again as they are all over you, swarming relentlessly.
Better. 29.
29. You take 7 points of fire damage.
Oh, God. Do I have one left? Is that what I'm seeing?
One
correct?
hit point left. You're going down.
Here we go. Natural 3. So 16 was my roll. So that was a fail on that one.
But not a critical
Not a critical
fail. You are
I do have to say one thing though. He's on the pentagram.
on the pentagram.
Oh,
Sorry.
Well, that would have been, so my 2 saves would both have still passed.
I think they both
because
still
they're
would've
both by
passed.
over 2. This one I fail. So it's down to.
A 4.
So what did I have? I had 13 plus 3 minus 1. That's 15 minus 2 more 13.
13 is barely a success. All right, you take 15 points of damage. That drops you. You are just swarmed. He disappears under a mound of these lava worms. You are another level of sickened 1, by the way. Enjoy that. And now you are dying 1.
I add that one in.
There is another mound.
Shut it. Shut it. Sorry. Shut it.
And it can't decide where to go.
Can't see me, Tom.
No, you grab. There's fingers that can see. All right. Odd, it goes for Galen. Even, it goes for the Yosoki. That number is... What the hell is that number? 19? Odd, it goes for Galen. They come over as you're pulling yourself up. They just go swarming.
They assumed the fingers were more worms and just went for it.
At you. All right. But they, how far did they move? They get 2 attacks upon you, and I want you to take 2 off of your chance as you're hanging there. Your reflex save.
First one's a natural 20.
Oh, then ignore the other. You are, you can choose to ignore the other attack or get up for free. Your choice.
Just duck down and let them keep pouring over you.
I
like a
will ignore
waterfall.
the other attack.
Okay, so you are still hanging on, but you duck down and just waves are going over you. Cool. Thawne with his non-bludgeoning weapon. What do you want to do?
I have a foot.
Don't you have just one that's like a plunger that you can shoot that just bludgeons?
My
through them?
range to the closest glob of creatures.
Don't say glob. We've used that term.
Oh,
That's a thing.
That is a no
the
trait.
closest swarm.
60.
60?
How many hero points do you have left?
I have 1.
Good. Okay.
Oh. I'm so sorry. When Dash was there, I was within ranged reprisal
Yes.
of him and could have given him 7 resistance.
It was 15 damage that he took.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The
like
one
2
that I
left.
had left.
Are
Yes,
they a
it's similar.
fiend?
Let's double check.
Because then it may still not matter, but it would have been
Doubled it. You
12.
would have only been at -1.
Yeah.
They are not.
Okay.
So I would have only been just below 0. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm only barely dead.
Putting away my bow, drawing my sword, charging the nearest swarm, and attacking if that's all.
Do you have a
possible.
battle cry when you charge?
No, because no one hears me when I'm coming.
Like that.
All right, charging,
Good
and I
answer.
think that's
And
it
that's
for
the
you.
same for my dating.
Galen, hanging.
So switching the weapons is an action then?
Yes.
Okay.
Putting away and drawing is all one.
Okay. But I am close at hand then. All right.
You're now next to them and next to your buddy. I would recommend a space over myself, but that's up to you.
So
What's the
My-
space over accomplish?
That's all I'm saying.
So you won't be able
Attracting
to.
more
They won't be
worms.
able to. The worms
Oh,
won't be
well,
able to hit you both in the same.
I'll listen to some outer conscience and move one space over if possible. Not. Oh,
That's all.
that's transcendental. There we go.
I mean, I'm good with it. Okay. So it is a free action to switch my implements. I had my amulet out, but now my mirror appears, and I send myself 15 feet to the other side of the cliff, other side of the swarm.
Into the lava.
So yeah, so
Hanging
my
off the other ledge.
yeah,
Whoa,
like,
what did I do?
like, oh my god, what do I do? So the reason I want 15 feet is because I will then stride toward the worms, causing me to appear in one place and one place only, and then I will strike at them. You mother!
All right.
I'm sick of these worms in this
Your water sword.
hell.
This MFing plane, literally.
Wow,
dude.
Table slam. What happened?
That's a
Go,
critical
you can guess.
failure
He just
again.
skulks
A
back
one.
into the lava on his own.
God. You gotta leave these worms alone, bro.
I did intentionally stay on the other side of them.
So, Lauren, I have a bag of dice here. Would you like to?
Or
Hit
maybe
someone in the
maybe
head.
Derek just shouldn't be handing out hero points willy nilly.
Somehow this turns on Derek the technician's fault. Wow.
How quickly
You
they
should know
turn.
better than that, Derek, to help out with hero points.
Shouldn't be running off by yourself like that.
Exactly.
All right, so here's what happens with this.
You just die.
Vaughn takes another 5 steps
Stumble
away.
right through.
All going so well. It was going so well.
There's good,
Derek just threw him in the lava.
there's good news and there's bad news. You go charging at them, swinging wildly. They climb all over you, and they swarm you. You lose track of your footing. With no chance to grab a ledge, you fall in, taking a bunch of damage, but killing that swarm as well.
You're going down with me.
Just giant bear hug.
Oh, God.
Just scooping up as many as he can to take him.
Can you hand me that one? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
20 points of fire damage.
You're fine.
Yeah, still pretty good.
As you are now scrambling into that lava
How many
again.
do I have left?
Yannick, 5 left for Galen. Yannick, would you like to do the
more than me.
same?
I would like to do something less inept.
Damn, dude.
I mean, you know,
Is he in the
I wanna
lava?
be
again?
He's
honest.
in the lava, and he's
he in the
getting
lava
burned
again?
twice.
One
from lava, one
in
from
the chat
Yannick.
wants to know, was that 3 nat 1s in a row causing trips
It
in
was
the lava?
it was a nat 1, a nat 20, a nat 1, a nat 20, a nat 1.
Yep.
well,
Yep.
that's a picture of extremes.
That's the problem of being the occult master. He's on that edge of
All over the place.
Somehow, I just want to say, I feel like your nat 1s were worse than your nat 20s.
Yeah.
They were.
For sure.
That's true.
You should touch yourself. I'm feeling pissed.
Live on razor's edge.
Touch yourself right now.
Yannick will step in and be to the north of the swarm beside Dash. He will reach out and lay hands upon Dash, healing him 12 points of damage. And then with his final action, he swings his sword mightily at the swarm of these creatures. Rolled an 18 plus
like a natural
13 plus 2, so
34.
18, 28. What?
34.
34.
Is a critical hit.
So that critical hit will be 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 30 points of boop, 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 slashing damage.
30 points of slashing damage is
Yes.
decimated. It is multiple strikes, just hewing, cleaving huge masses of worms off. It's still alive, but it is badly injured.
And that's all 3 of my actions.
All right. And Dash, you are in a different initiative.
I'm after the worms now instead of before them, right?
No, you go before them, so you actually are fine.
Cool.
Jericho, you're up.
So I'll ask again.
Yeah.
Do you need assistance?
Yeah, I'm up. How far am I away from Mr. Galen?
I got this.
this.
45.
Not if you have to roll dice, you don't.
And what is his current physical situation?
Not good.
He is
Swimming in
not
lava.
hanging. He is down, legs in the lava on a steep slope, scrambling to get out soon.
I hate you! I hate you!
All right.
He will have to make a roll, which we know is bad, to try and get out on his turn.
I will move halfway to Mr. Galen,
Drag me out the lava again.
and I will cast the same friend fetch spell.
Does it get a new name now for the situation?
Galen
that's been-
Acquaintance fetch.
Yeah,
Alma fetch.
loser save.
Grab Galen.
Dipshit drag. Sure. Yeah.
All right, and
And
you
that
pull
pulls
him
him to right next to me.
right next to you.
Galen, stay away from the lava.
I do what I want.
Runs back in.
You don't know me.
And I'm just gonna go. Galen, I know we don't have lava back home, but it's unhealthy.
Like my hair is just singed and I'm just staring at you.
Your legs are fully burned
You
off.
can't tell if the smoke is from the pissed off anger or the
Your
lava.
boots are gone from about the ankles down, and there's just burnt,
Bare feet,
blackened
yeah.
feet. That's unhealthy.
Gunslinger.
Make a new choice.
This is stupid. I'm gonna
That's what everyone on Twitch is saying right
angrily
now.
reload my gun and shoot a bullet at these stupid worms. for
Okay.
no good. Natural 20.
Even with the resistance, you're gonna do something.
That's critical.
Oh, the Galen's expression right now, is lower lords.
Not great. 19 bludgeoning damage.
That's huge for this.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You not going to do anything. One shot Harrison Ford, the swordsman,
Yeah!
into slay the group. It is dead. All enemies are dead. Somehow the heroes who scattered everywhere are all together pretty much in a bloody clump on top of this pentagram with lava everywhere. As you all are trying to figure out who's alive, who's dead, Hemlock just starts scooping up little,
Oh, yeah,
little
so
sections
much.
of phosphorus for future bullets. And we will stop there for tonight. Thanks for joining us on this crazy battle. We're going to jump into our after show after this and talk about what just happened. If you'd like to hear the after shows, consider dropping by patreon.com/ingloriousbar. It's just a couple bucks. Get you access to a whole bunch of content, including some one-shots as well. And we will see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.